Hey y'all, happy Friday. So, guys, I'm so thankful that you guys are here with me tonight. And if you guys did not see on Wednesday for Romeo Wednesday, Delonda invited me over and I was her special guest. And this was one of the projects that we made. We made 3 projects, and this was one, and it's super, super cute. It's a shadow box. And I love how this turned out. So I will be using this as some of my fall Thanksgiving decor for this year. But hey y'all, happy Friday. If this is your first time here, I'm Patrice. This is Craftable Things, and we like to craft all the things. Please be sure to look at the other content. If you enjoy that content, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed to our channel. Tonight we are going to be doing a little bit of bling, and I'm also going to head into Silhouette Studio to design a little bit. Behind me, I am cutting a rhinestone template. My friend asked me to make her, she's in her sock making era, and so she asked me to make her a bling template for some socks. These are just socks that I got from Five Below, but she wants to make like the junk socks. These are socks and these are like leg warmers. She wants to make the junk socks, and so I made just like a basic template. The stones are pretty spaced out just so that she could have a little bit of rhinestones on the socks, and she wants to put like some patches and different things like that. But she's gonna be doing that. She just does not know how to do the rhinestone portion. So I already cut her template. I'm cutting me out one to see if it works well, but I cut hers out already and placed it on the cutting mat and gave her tons of rhinestones and brushes so that she could get started with her bling sock or junk sock business that she's going to be doing. So that's what I'm going to be doing. That we'll probably do that. And also we have on Sunday, and I don't even know if this is going to be the last one, because let me just let y'all know I do not have time for the extra drama. Okay, this template is going to be for our bling along, but my members will get the template inside of the community tab. I will list the template on my website. This is the first time I cut it out. I did have a chance to cut it out and test it out prior to tonight because 1, we were dealing with the hurricane. 2, my daughter is away from me during this hurricane, but she's still in the state of Florida, so I was worried about that. And thanks to Delonda on Wednesday night for keeping me, like, my mind on other things and not really worrying. And for all of you who have been super patient, thank you. I appreciate it because this takes a lot of my time, and I do have a lot of other things that I have going on, and making templates take a lot of time. And I always want to try to be fair when I'm making templates, especially for the bling alongs, because I don't want to make something that it's not really available to the masses, right? So I do have another version of this that's a little bit smaller. This one is like 10 3/4, a little over 10 3/4 of an inch, but that is kind of too large for small shirts. And I do have quite a few subscribers who wear small shirts, and I want to make sure that they're able to get it too. So I did resize this to a 10, like maybe a little under 10 inches wide, so that it could go nicely on a small shirt. But it just says sweater weather, and I will have this listed for my members inside of the community tab, and for anybody else, it'll end up being in my store. But I'm not going to do that until tomorrow. Oh, it's gonna kill me. I'm not gonna do that until and I'm waiting on Dims. Dims is gonna hang out with us a little bit tonight. Where's my phone talking to? She texts me. But yeah, so it's not gonna be available until probably tomorrow. And I'm not ever going to ever say when I'm going to list something or when I'm going to give away a free design to somebody. So whenever I make it available, that's when it will be available. I will never, because if I give it to you too late, like if I make it available like an hour before the live or an hour before the Zoom, and you just feel like that's just not enough time for you to cut it out, then unfortunately that Zoom is not going to be for you. Okay, because I can't. I just don't. This is something I'm just doing out of the kindness of my heart, and I've said it before. I don't want to feel like this is something that I have to do because I want to do it, and I don't want to change something that I want to do to something that I feel like I have to do, because at that point I might as well not do it. So I won't ever, 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 ever say when it's gonna be. Because I really was thinking like, you know what, maybe just this might be the last one, but I love doing the Zooms and I can't, it's just too much. So that's it. So tonight we are going to be working on, somebody asked me to show how to do the sunflower design that I did with the word love. And again, that is something that I do inside of my classes. I will be having another class at the end of this month, but I do like to show you guys during lives some of the things that I do. And so we are going to be doing that tonight. Okay. In addition to the other stuff that we're going to be blinging, Dempsey's going to be blinging. Oh, she's about to come up. Dempsey's going to be blinging, I think, the bling box design tonight. And I'm so happy that she's here because she's not going to be able to be in the Zoom with us tomorrow for the Bling Box Zoom. And she's not going to be able to be in the Bling Along on Sunday. So I'm feeling very selfish tonight and having her come up here with me and bling a little bit with me. Dempsey, say something. Let me see. Say something now. Nope. I can't hear you. Nothing. But hey, everybody. Hey. All right. Dempsey's working on her audio. I see where she's not muted. She was fine before. She's working on her audio. And then when I don't know, Dempsey, though. I don't know. I'm going to share my screen in a second because we are going to head into Silhouette Studio. We're going to be doing the love design with the sunflower, but this time we're going to still use the sunflower, but we're going to use the word hope. Okay, so this can be done several different ways. You don't have to do it with a PNG. You can do it with an SVG, whichever way you prefer. I just prefer to begin it with a PNG that doesn't have a lot of colors because you want to be able to break it down. Okay, so we're going to be working with a few different things. Let me see who's here so I can say hey to y'all. And I saw Marilyn. Oh, it's a lot of y'all here. Also, there's another thing. Also, what I forgot to mention too, Dempsey, I cannot see you. I just see your beautiful smile. Maybe refresh, or maybe I can't. I don't understand. Let's see. Say something.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, but now I got the 3 things on here. What I did not want to add.
So, can you just show both of us, but have the other camera up for the audio? Okay, hold on.
Do that. All right, another thing.
Go ahead.
No, just keep it up. Another thing that I wanted to say is that I love all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for participating in the Bling Box. But if you have any questions, concerns, comments, or anything, you need to send your emails to customerservice@crafttheblingbox.com. It is not for the chat. I'm not going to go back and forth about anything in the chat in regards to the Bling Box. Okay, so that needs to be directed to customerservice@crafttheblingbox.com. Okay, I'll probably try to say that every time we're doing the live, so that just in case somebody forgets, or if you're not here to hear it. But please make sure that you send an email to customerservice@crafttheblingbox.com. It works just fine. Sending me an email about the Bling boxes to my Craftable Things email, it's not going to get answered. So you have to send it to customer service at craftedblingbox.com. Okay, just so that we can make sure that it gets answered and it gets answered timely. If you guys know, I always say that I do not check my email. I don't check it. I don't check it timely. I have somebody else who goes through it to kind of see, what they're going to send to me. So you have to send it to, especially for the boom boxes, because I do not want anybody to not be able to get the service that they need. So customer service at craftedblingbox.com. But the chat and the comment area in the live is not for that. It's not.
Mic check.
The mic sounds nice. Check one. All right.
Mic drop.
If you guys don't know, this is Dimps Designs. I always call her Dempsey Boo. She is the moderator extraordinaire for many of us. And she's going to be hanging out with us a little bit tonight. She's going to be blinking while I'm doing while I'm showing you guys the way to do this design. Now it's going to be a little bit pieced together. I'm showing you how I do it. So hopefully you guys will understand. But Dempsey, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and your channel? Dimps does have a channel. I don't have it below because she literally agreed to come on live. She texted me and I was like, you want to come on live with me? Literally 5 minutes, 10 minutes before the live. So thank you, Dempsey, for coming on and hanging out with me.
You are welcome, of course. I'm glad to come on tonight because sometimes I'll be ghosted, honey. Life be working over here. But hey, y'all. I'm Lakeisha, Dimps Designs, and I do everything under the sun, which I'm pretty crafty. Sublimation, embroidery, sewing projects, rhinestones. I have dabbled in resin, and I'm dabbling out of there, but I might try it again. I did resin outside, and I wasn't supposed to do that in Florida. But I tried it outside. So my resin was hard before I could finish the project. It was UV resin. So I do a lot of stuff. I just like to craft. I'm a mother of 2 boys, a wife, sister, friend, cousin, auntie, all the things. So, hey, y'all.
Well, thank you, Dempsey Boo.
And thank you for having me on your channel, Miss Craftable.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She's a fellow Floridian like me, so we've had one hectic week. I was super hectic because Taylor was not with me during the hurricane, and she did not want to come home for the hurricane. And so I was a little bit hectic. And I think really because once I realized some things, and her grandma, who that's like probably her real bestie, my mom, she was like, well, one of her roommates, because 2 of the roommates left, and then one of her roommate was still there, and she didn't want to leave her other roommate there. So she was just like, she was going to stay with her. So it's all good. But I was a little bit, listen, I called her probably like every in 15-minute intervals. And then finally, like 10, she was like, are you going to keep calling me?
Because she's going to put you on D&D.
Like, are you going to keep calling me? And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to keep calling you. She's like, Mom, nothing has changed. It's still windy and it's still rainy. And I was like, but I'm worried. And she was like, it's okay. She's like, I'm going to sleep. And I'm like, so if I call you, you better answer the phone.
Even if you sleep, like answer in your sleep.
Like, do you like it?
I got 3 years where I'll be where you are. 3 years will fly by quick.
It's gonna fly by really, really, really quick.
Yes. That wind was no joke at all. Like the wind was loud. It was I'm blessed and thankful that it wasn't and I can only speak for my area. We didn't lose power. And normally whenever the wind like blow just a little bit, the lights are out. This time no lights out. Hurricane Helene, now she had us out for 4 days with no power. So I'm very thankful and blessed that this one was yeah.
It was because some areas got it really, really bad.
Really,
So
yes.
please keep everyone who was in the path of Helene, everybody who was in the path of Milton, please keep them
Milton.
in prayers because we were blessed to I didn't lose power. Um and so everything was fine. But
Mhm.
it was just like
A
a
lot of
lot of
people.
rain, but a lot of people, like 3 million people, they said was without
Yeah.
power, and some people are still without power.
From the first hurricane, yeah. Some people still without power from Helene. Yeah.
So
So to
please,
still keep Florida in your prayers. Everybody. North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Georgia, all those states.
yes, yes, yes.
If you're thinking about moving to Florida, this is the type of stuff we go through during these months. Hurricane season is, yeah, it's a lot.
What was the worst like for us? Like we didn't get like we got a lot of wind and rain. It was more rainy today than it was on Wednesday though for us or yesterday, but on Thursday. But
Hmm.
had so many tornadoes that touched down.
Yes.
So many and like not far from my house at all, and it messed up some stuff. Even in Palm Beach, it messed up a lot of people's
Yeah.
house.
I have family in Palm Beach, and my cousin was telling me that power was fine, everything was fine. They heard two tornadoes coming through the neighbor's backyard. They hit a transformer. Now they lost power. They're still without power. The whole
Wow,
neighborhood. Yeah. Those tornadoes ain't no joke.
there's no joke. All right, I'm getting ready.
Brandy
Huh?
says they will be driving to Orlando in 2 weeks. I'm sure we will see the damage. Well, be safe, Brandy. Um,
Yes. Please
wow.
be.
But it is cooler, which I'm loving. I'm loving the cool weather. It's
It
falling.
wasn't cold here. It was hot.
Not
It
here,
was
girl. It was cool-ish. I was sitting outside today.
for real.
Mm-hmm.
Out here, it was 90 something degrees here.
Mm-mm. It was
Just
cool.
hot for no reason. But yes,
Well, hey,
please.
everybody.
Pray. All right, guys.
I cannot wait to see this bling on this shirt. I like this color shirt.
It's gonna go great. Let me before we go into Silhouette Studio, I'm gonna grab the template off. And we have this design, the sweater weather. You know what? I'm gonna show you guys the sweater weather design before I start doing that. Hold on, let me
Okay.
see.
Thank
First
you,
of all, I haven't
LaShonda.
even
Hey,
seen
Lynn.
the
Mary Lynn. Hey, LaShonda. Hey, Anna, Sherelle, or Cheryl. I'm sorry.
Where is
Hey,
the one?
Evelyn. Oh, we got to ring the bell for Delonda. I liked her chat. She wants to talk about her crafted bling box.
She just texted me and said that.
Hey,
She
Delonda.
just texted me and said that.
Look, she had to put a color on it. Okay. Hey, Miss Gail. Hey, Crafted Puerto Rican. Hey, Miss Linda.
I still gotta take some dots out. So we're gonna do this. So it's a whole grid. I should have done more
Oh,
pressure here. It's just gonna be a grid just to brush in the stones. That's it.
oh, cool.
Nothing, nothing fancy. Where's Delonda? Delonda, you want to hang out?
You
What
got
you
to
got?
scroll up and see her chat. See her super chat. It's cute. It's blue.
Where did?
Oh, I gotta get my bill. Where's my bill?
Maybe Delonda Patrice.
Can you hear me? We couldn't hear yours, Patrice.
I know you
Delana had,
couldn't.
hey, Kristen.
I know you couldn't hear it. Okay, let me just go down.
Miss
But hey,
Sharon said, I had to put tennis shoes on today and I hate shoes. That is how cold it was here today. Wow.
really?
Everybody getting cooler weather.
Not us.
69, Miss Evelyn.
It's not cool here to me. At least here, it's not.
Thank
In
you,
other,
Victoria's Creations. Yes, it is scary. So if you want to come to Florida, just be prepared for the alligators, iguanas,
definitely be ready.
hurricanes.
All right, y'all. Let me try to bring up the.
So you're gonna work on it. I missed the first part. Are you gonna be working on the design tonight?
No, I'm just showing. I'm gonna do like a quick demonstration of how to do
Oh,
it.
okay.
And then I'm going to first I'm gonna show the design that we're gonna do on Sunday. It just says sweater weather, and it's gonna be in SS10 and SS6, and I made it in two different sizes for both. Well, no, just for the SS10, just for anybody who does not who needs a small shirt, because the 10, like with the size of the designs and stuff, if it's too big, it can't fit on a small shirt. And I have quite a few people who I know, because they get Bling boxes, they need small shirts in case they want to wear it, like Meredith and Latricia. So I do want to make sure, because they support me all the time, and I want to make sure that at least we have something small if you want to make them a shirt with it. So
what size do you normally make your smaller templates? Like 9.5 or like 10?
Between 9.5 and 10.
Okay.
Between 9 correct. Greg has been a member for 14 months. Greg, that's a long time. That's a very long time.
Hey sis, man. Yes, alligators, Lily. Lily put alligators with the eyes. Yes, ma'am.
All right, let me see if I get. I got a whole bunch of stuff open right now. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna give it.
I made sure I close out everything before I hit the link.
Girl, I should have.
Because I did not want to be lagging. It's going to be 45 in Maryland, where the Crafty Puerto Rican is at.
Hey, Juana.
Ooh, 45. That's freezing right there for me. Like, I'm literally pulling out the boots with the fur, my jeans, my sweatshirt. When it's like 73, that's the magic number.
The fur.
Yeah.
I mean,
hey Josie.
Where's Josie? Hey Josie.
Miss Gail said she saw videos of people standing in the street fishing. Oh, wow. LaShonda said she slept on her patio.
Really? It was that nice outside for you? All right, let me stop. Mute.
It's cool out right now. It's nice and cool right now. It says, hey, crafty friends, thank you to the person who gifted me a membership. I appreciate you. Okay, member. Congratulations.
Thank you. I didn't see it.
She scrolled. Yeah, a comment up there. Hey, Tianda. Hey, Marilyn. I didn't even see Marilyn. Hey, I'm biased.
Dempsey, did you start this? Did you start?
Did I? I clicked on something. You can see it.
Greg Barker. You want to keep the class? All right. Let me get started so I don't keep you guys here all night. But I do want all my holes with my Leonardo did not cut out. I don't know.
Oh no, Leonardo acting up.
Yeah, and I closed it, so I'm gonna have to see what happened. Like they all didn't cut out. I thought it was just that they didn't bleed, but they didn't all cut out, which is weird. Well, it's not weird. It has happened to me before, but not this many. That was a lot. All right, we're gonna
but I'm not even gonna do it. I said I was gonna try to bring this other camera on, but I'm not going to.
No worries, honey.
I'm just gonna push the laptop down when I start blinging.
Yeah.
I do have my notes. I love that you do this. This takes some time to sit down and print instructions out like this. Like that's next level. That's next level right there.
Girl.
That is next level. So the outside is going to be crystal. Oh, it's going to be so pretty.
All right, let me share my screen, and then I'm going to try to print that other one out again. But let me share. We're going to head into Silhouette Studio. Share screen. I'm gonna
You
share
got your
mine.
heat press on? I turned my heat press on already.
Because this gonna take a little bit of time, and then when I brush it in, I'll turn it on. I'll do it then, because
And I'm burning my candle tonight, y'all. I have to get into the mood. I'm getting all the way into the mood, okay? I'm burning my bling box
oh,
candle.
y'all, I gotta show y'all my cute shoes. I have some bling shoes that I wore to work today. Wait, hold on. I gotta show y'all. Hold on. Let me make this solo layout. Y'all, look at my bling shoes. They're so
Those
cute.
are cute.
I wore them today. They're like, girl, you been here with those shoes on, Dorothy. That's what I think I am. Just take me back home.
Those are cute.
They're so cute.
I like those.
And they comfy too. All right, y'all.
I
So
like
we're
the
gonna,
platforms. They're cute.
yeah, they are. They're a little bit thicker. All right, y'all. So we are inside a Silhouette Studio, and we're going to be looking at how to do like the sunflower design that I did, but we're still going to use a sunflower. You can use whatever you want. This is just for me to show you guys what to do, okay, and how to get there. I'm also going to show you guys. So for my members and anybody who wants to join us on Sunday for the Bling Along, this is the design right here. This is SS10, of course, and it just says sweater weather, something very simple. You know, it's going to be cool. We're in fall, and so this is the that we're going to be using. So if you cut it out, um, it will be listed in my store for anybody who's not a member. But if you are a member, it'll be in the community tab. You can cut these out, like cut this out however you want. I cut it out two different ways because everything is kind of separate. Except I think I made the border and the word sweater together. So, because that way you can always brush sweater in and then just brush the rest of the tones down and change the colors if you want to. Okay, so that is the design for Sunday. It just says sweater weather. Um, and it'll be available tomorrow because I have to change some things. Well, I just have to fix the smaller version of it. So that's it. All right.
That's cute.
So cute, Dempsey Boo. All right, so we are going to be looking at Silhouette Studio. This is the business edition. If this is your first time ever seeing me do this, this is the business edition. This is how I create most of my rhinestone designs. I do have other software, StarCraft Create. I also have the Rhinestone Worlds software, the Rhinestone Wizard. And if you guys didn't know, Caesar is going to be launching a rhinestone panel or feature in Leonardo design space. So I have had the pleasure of kind of testing that out a bit. So I do a lot of different things in different softwares, but I absolutely love Silhouette Studio, the business edition for rhinestone templates. I do find it to be very, for me at least, easy. But it wasn't easy at first. It did take a lot of work and practice for me to feel like it's easy. So I know that it's not necessarily easy, but I do like it. Um, my Silhouette Studio goes a little bit slower, so I generally create the software or I create the design inside of Silhouette Studio and then I export it out into Adobe Illustrator and then I move the stones around there. Okay. So tonight I made a design that had love and it had a sunflower inside of it, kind of similar to the split designs that were popular like a few weeks ago. They're still popular now. And those were not new. That was not the first time anybody had ever done a split design, but things kind of go in cycles and then just becomes popular. Somebody makes it look really nice, but that has been around forever. Okay. I don't want to say forever, but for a very, very, really long time. All right, so we're going to start by typing in some text and we're just going to do hope. And I'm going to use Impact. That is a font that pretty much everybody has on their computer. It is a basic font. It's nothing fancy. I did not download Impact, but we are going to head over to the right to the textile panel, and I'm just going to change it to Impact. It doesn't have to be Impact, but I'm using Impact because this is really just for me to show you guys how to do it. I don't necessarily use Impact a lot, but what I like about Impact is that it's thicker, like it's a meteor type of font. So when you want to put images or patterns or anything inside of the letter, you can, and you can still actually see what it's supposed to be. Okay, so I'm gonna move this up here, and then before I resize it, I'm gonna bring in the sunflower. Now the sunflower I'm bringing in is a PNG. Can this be done with an SVG? It can, but we're only working with the PNG tonight. So if you guys want to see how to do it with an SVG, that may be another night. But what we're going to do now is we're going to convert this PNG into an SVG. So that's why I don't really feel like it's necessary to start out with it as an SVG. But if you guys wanted to see that, we can totally do that another night, possibly. And I'm just going to resize this. Now, you can resize this by putting your measurements in up here. But I usually just kind of drag it down just to make it a little bit smaller. All right. And then we'll make it a little bit bigger. Dempsey is brushing in her design.
Yes.
She's going to be finished in 5 seconds. Watch.
I'm only doing one.
I wish Delon was here so she could tell people the truth about it.
This crystal is still so pretty. It's an oldie but goodie. Crystal is the OG of stones.
All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ungroup the word. And that's just so I can move the letters around. Of course, I'm going to remove this O because I don't need it. The sunflower is going to go in place of the O. And then I'm going to move these up. I'm going to move the P and the E up a little bit closer to the H. Now, I would like for it to be a little bit closer. I still want to be able to make sure that I'm going to be able to see the letters. But I do like for it to be a little bit closer because I do feel like the image, when the letters are a little bit closer, you can see like the image just looks a lot better as opposed to having the E like all the way over here. Okay, so, or having the P and the E further down. I will probably bring that up a little bit more, and I'm using my arrow key, but I do want a clear, I want a space in between the H and the P. I don't want the stones to overlap right there. All right, so let me make this screen a little bit smaller. Hey, everybody coming in. Yes, Brandy, it's a PNG. I just imported it in. I merged it in. So I went up here to file, and then I went to merge. And then when I went to merge, the file is right here, sunflower 1 PNG. And then I just brought it in. It's a PNG. All right, so I'm going to make the H and the P a little bit larger. Of course, I'm going to be thinking, of what size I want it to be. And right now, that's about we can do 10 inches high, but I am going to kind of stretch the letters out a little bit more. Okay. The one thing I do like about Impact is that with Impact, the letters, if you stretch them out, they don't really distort much. So I do like that about Impact. No worries. All right, so that's only about 8 inches, a little under 8 inches, maybe like 7.5. We can make it a little bit bigger. I'm also going to take this E right here, and I'm going to expand the E a little bit more because it does, I don't necessarily like how it looks. But let's say we're going to go with this, okay? Because that's what we're going to go with. Just because this is the font we chose. This is just for a demonstration. All right, so then I'm going to move it over just a little bit to keep this H. I kind of want a nice line there. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and group all of this together, and then I'm going to make a copy of this text. So I'm going to group it, and then I'm going to bring this down, and we're going to copy, and then I'm going to paste it in the front. All right, so now there's 2 copies here. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get our sunflower, and then I'm going to position the sunflower. I'm going to bring it to the front, but I'm going to position the sunflower where I think I want it to be. Okay, so I think I kind of want it to be like this, a little bit like that, right? And then I'm just going to go ahead and see how large that is. So right now it's about 10 inches high. And honestly, it's not that wide. It's 9.7 inches wide. So 9 3/4 inches wide. Hey, Kim. Hey, Miss Joy. And Tom, you, Danny. Hey, Jesse. And Brandy and Jess. So I could make it a little bit wider if I want. That's 100% up to you. You could also make your sunflower a little bit larger. That's just a matter of preference of what you want. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to make another copy. Now, what I can do is the same thing that we did as far as copying and pasting. I could do the same thing here, or duplicating. I could copy and then paste another one in front. Okay. So, but just see that both of those are in front. So I did hope. I grouped hope together. You can make it into a compound path. And then I did copy and paste in front. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to head over to the right and I'm going to open up the modify panel. And then I'm going to select my sunflower, and I'm going to hold down my shift key and select the H, the P, and the E. So now I have 2 things selected. You can see that there's 2 bounding boxes around the entire design. So one is around the sunflower, the other is around the word hope. Now, what we're going to do next is I am going to head over to crop, and we're going to crop. Now I have that cropped. You guys can't see that, but there's several little bounding boxes right here. And the reason why you can't see the actual crop is because I had the other sunflower already there. Okay, so I'm not going to click out of it. I'm going to right click, and then I'm just going to select group. So now that's grouped together. So that you can see, I'm going to move this sunflower out of the way. Did I just do 2 sunflowers? I must have did 2. So apparently I duplicated it twice. Uh-oh. Let me see. Look at Dims moderating. Dims is moderating, and she's in the live with me. She's making sure I see it. How did I miss it? Where does it just go? Just I'm gonna read. Oh, you got it? Oh,
Thank you, Jess.
thank you, Jess. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and undo that one and put that one back. Okay. So the next thing that I'm going to do, I just want to show you guys. So because I already had the other hope behind it, that's why it looks the way that it looks now. And that's what I want it to look like. Okay. I absolutely want it to look like that. All right. So now I'm just going to go ahead and bring that one back over. I just click undo to bring it back over. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is now I need to cut this apart. Okay. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and make a copy of this. So I'm grabbing everything. Right. And I'm going to hold down my option key and bring it over. If I were using a PC, I'd hold down my Alt key and do that and create the duplicate. But I'm using a Mac, so I held down the option key. Okay. That's how you can make a duplicate or make a copy very quick. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I'm just going to go ahead and group this together. And then if I need to use it again, it's over here on the side and I'll just ungroup it, okay? Now we're going to open up our rectangle or shape panel. It's not really a panel, I don't think. And we're going to create a rectangle. At this point, I'm going to make 2 rectangles so that I can actually split the design. So we're going to have the image that's already inside the letters, and then we're also going to have the rest of the image outside. But what I want to do is I want to create a clear space right here next to the H, and I want to create a clear space right here above where that E is. And I'm just kind of measuring the E a little bit. What I could do is probably bring this to the front. And right now I have the text selected. I'm going to right click and we're going to bring it to the front. So that way I can kind of see it a little bit better, right? All right, so I'm going to click out of there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a box. I'm going to do just a rectangle. LaShonda!
Thank you, LaShonda.
Thank you. All right, so we are going to create a box right here on top of this little sunflower, or it's not really little. So I'm going to make my box just like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way right here close to that E. And that's going to create space for me in between the H and the sunflower so that we can get like a little thin space right there, right? So let's change this to black so we can just see it a little bit better. Now I'm going to hold down my shift key. If you notice, the black box is still selected. That's why the bounding box is around it. I'm going to hold down my shift key and I'm going to select the sunflower. I'm selecting the sunflower. That's, the full sunflower at this point. The next thing that I want to do is I want to select subtract. And inside of Silhouette Studio, when you select subtract, you really want to be working with 2 parts of the image. And as you guys see, we're working with the rectangle and the sunflower. And what subtract does is it removes anything that's in front, whatever's in front, and whatever is directly behind it. So if you notice, we have the black box right here. So that's in front. Anything behind it, and remember, we only have the sunflower selected, that is going to be removed. So anything behind it, okay? So I'm going to select subtract. And that went ahead and cut that sunflower for us, okay? Now we're going to do the same thing with this part here where the E is, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and make another rectangle. And this is going by a little slow because I'm explaining what I'm doing, but honestly, once you do it and once you start doing it more, it's going to be really quick how you set this up. This is really just for us to set it up, okay? So I'm going to go ahead. We have that selected already. We're going to make another rectangle, and I'm just going to start right here, okay? Or we can start right here, actually. So I'm just going to start right here where the H is. And if you can't see it really good, you can go ahead and just like make it larger. I'm going to make this black again. Let me bring it up a little bit. Why did I make it blue? I'm just going to make that black. And then we're going to do the same thing. So I'm going to hold down my shift key. This rectangle is still selected. I'm going to hold down my shift key and then I am going to select this part of the sunflower right here, okay? So now we have both selected. The black rectangle, which is in the front, and then the sunflower, which is in the back. Now again, remember with subtract, you're going to remove whatever is in front, the black rectangle, and whatever is behind the black rectangle. So any part that's behind this black rectangle, that's what is going to be removed, okay? We're working with 2 things, all right? Thank you, David. All right, so now we're going to select subtract. And now we have our little piece of sunflower right there in the corner. And I think that looks really cute. All right, so now we're going to select these letters, and I am just going to right click, and I am going to send that to the back again. Because remember, I brought it to the front so that I could work with just the letters and that other sunflower, and then the other pieces of sunflower that kind of, went to the back a little bit. All right, so now we're going to get ready to move it a little bit more. But that looks really good. Let me go ahead and save it. Now, another thing that I would suggest is that, let's say if you wanted to do sublimation and bling, right now would be the part where you want to go ahead and grab this and make another copy of it, right click it and group it all together, because this could be your sublimation print right here. Remember, we're not going to change the size. We're going to leave the size exactly how it is, right? If we were to change the size, we can, but let's keep it like this, okay? We want to keep it just like this, because you could go ahead and print this out, all right? So I'm going to move this over here. I do like to make a lot of copies because, yeah, I just like to do a lot of copies. All right, so let's go ahead and let's see. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start working with this. This is still a PNG. This is not an SVG. If I move this out of the way, all of that is together. Now, can you turn this into rhinestones? You can. You can turn this into rhinestones like this, but the problem would be is that once you get ready to release them, it's going to be a lot of work for you to try to get everything together. Okay, that's the only problem. It's going to be a lot to get it together. So we're going to break this down a little bit more. Okay, so the next thing that I want to do is I want to open up the trace panel. And the trace panel, I always say it looks like a little piece of toast. But I don't know what y'all think it looks like. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. It's this panel here, that icon there. Okay. Let's see. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to be tracing by color. Okay. This image only has really two colors, 3 colors, because this is a little bit darker. So that's only 2 colors. So that's 3 colors really, because the brown here, but we're going to make it whatever color we want to make it. Okay. So I am going to select the eyedropper here, and that's for trace by color. So when we select that, then we're going to another panel opened up, and we're going to select trace by color here. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to select one of the petals. Okay. When we select one of the petals, it's going to only select that area. So I'm going to have to kind of select the petals in the H, the P, and the E. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I don't just want a single area. I want all areas. So I'm going to select all areas of that. So right there, we have all of it selected. It looks pretty good. The tolerance is good. The next thing I want to do is I am just going to simply select trace. Okay, because right now I don't want to detach it. If you select trace and detach, what happens is that it's going to detach the yellow from the image itself. And then, you just have it out there. But I don't want to do that. I want to just do a trace. Okay, so I'm going to select trace. And once we do that, it's thinking right now. And if you notice, now we have these red cut lines. So now we literally just turned this part into an SVG. Okay, that part is an SVG. Now I'm going to repeat the same thing to the other parts where there's yellow. Okay, and then I'm just going to do another trace. And that is going to, and we're doing all areas. Oh, that went a lot bigger than what we even wanted. Let me see if I can bring this over and get all of it then, because I was just going to go by piece, but we can definitely do it this way. So you don't have to do piece by piece. All right, so now it's selecting, so we're good. So let's go to trace. All right, that's looking like it's working. It's looking like it's working. Good night, Ruby. Kate Delonda Patrice. All right, so now we have our outline here. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab the brown. Now, I just want you guys to remember that first trace that we did, I'm going to have to remove that, but I'm not going to worry about removing it just now. Okay, Vera, thank you so much. You. Hey, Miss Leela. All right, so now we have now we have the petals selected. The next thing we're going to do is let's grab that center part. Okay, so we're just going to grab the center. I did trace by color again. We're going to do, let's make this a little bit larger so I can get all of that center. And then we're going to select all areas. And so now all of that is selected. Okay, and I'm just going to select trace. Each time I'm doing this, it's just tracing, and you guys are going to see like how this is going to look once we actually finish it. Okay, so now that's traced. The next thing we're going to do is I am going to trace the petals. Now this part right here. Okay, so we're going to do trace by color again, and I'm going to trace this petal right there. That's the color I want. Okay. And so I like to maximize or zoom in just so I can see it really good and make sure I'm selecting the right thing. All right. So we're going to do all areas again. And now we have all of that traced. Okay. Now I'm going to select trace. And we are going to be good to go. Now, what I just showed you, yes, we're using this to do a Bling template. However, we just turned this PNG into a cut file. We just turned this PNG into an SVG file. Okay, so the same things that I did here, if you had a PNG that you wanted to make a cut file so that you could use with SVG, this is how you would do it. Okay. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is, oh, why do I have a line here? Let's go ahead and see what that line is. Let's move this out of the way. So now that we have this out of the way, I don't know what this line, where that line came from and why I have this line there. But once I move that out of the way, you guys see where we have this right here, right? Oh, I see that other one that I have. Let me move this back. Undo. All right, so this is pretty dark or light because of that extra one that I have right here. Remember that extra one I told you guys that I had right there? Let me undo. I'm not going to be able to get that. All right, let me move this. All right, we're going to move this out of the way now. All right, this part right here. I'm going to right click and then I'm going to release the compound path. And I want to turn all of that black. Let me see if I have. It didn't give me the outcome that I want. I'm just going to undo. All right, so let's go here. We're going to go back to the center. Oh, I see that extra line right there. You see the line here, but it's fine. All right, we're going to make that into a compound path anyway. So we're going to open up our fill. We're done tracing. So we're going to open up our fill panel right here, and we're going to change the color. Okay, I'm going to keep the color the same. So we're going to select this eyedropper, and I cannot remember who told me this eyedropper is the better eyedropper to use than this one over here. Okay, this one is the better one. All right, so I'm just going to change that. And then we're just going to fill everything in. All right, so then I'm going to change the petals. We're gonna go here and I'm gonna select the petal. Oh, I didn't do the petal. Let me do, so we're gonna change this petal. Let's see if it selects the right thing. It doesn't look like it's just selecting my petals, y'all. Okay, it did select it just then. I just had it. That's the one thing when you're doing it like this, trying to select it is a headache. So it's better to just go ahead and change the color as you're doing it. Because it's only moving that one. I'm going to send this to the back. So I'm going to right click. I'm going to send it to the back. And then that will be better for us. All right, now we can change it. All right, so I'm going to click our eyedropper tool, and then we're going to select the petal. And then now we have that selected. And then I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to send that to the back again. And then we're going to see if we can get that other one that we, yep. So see that other one that we made first? I'm just going to bring that, delete that. Okay. So now we still have the shadow or the outline. Now we can make our own outline. Like we don't have to necessarily use that outline. That might be a little bit better because this outline, the way that it cut, let me move it over. Or the way that it traced, I'm just going to see if I can break it up. So this is what it looks like, right? But I really don't want any of the, the openings. And the only problem is that where this opening, you see how this is cut right here, that's going to create a layer. Like it's going to create an opening for us. And I don't really want that. Generally, to get rid of it, we would release the compound path. And then let me change the color so you could see it. So you see any place where there's no opening, you see how there's a cut right here, it didn't fill in. Like there's a cut, it didn't fill in, but any place where there isn't a cut, it's a closed in area or a closed in shape, it filled it in. So I'm gonna have to do some other stuff with it, but it's fine. So we're going to select this right here, and I am going to turn that black. And then we're going to remove the red. All right, so the red is gone. So there's a cut right here, and I think when I did the other split, I put a cut in it, but it's fine. We're not really worried about that. I'm going to right click. We're going to weld that. And then I'm going to make this into a compound path. Make a compound path. There's a space there that's going to make some holes. All right, let's send our letters back to the back. All right, so I'm going to move our black for now because I want to see if I create an offset myself. It's not going to do right. Let's see. Let's see if we do an offset here. So I'm going to go over to the offset panel and I just want to see what the offset will look like. If it's going to protrude outside of the, and it is. And I don't really want it to do that. I don't want it to do that. But let's see. All right. I don't want it to do that. But we may do it. All right, so let's go ahead and change this. I'm going to change that offset to black. And that's what that looks like for now. So the next thing I'm going to do is, I don't want that one. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't like how that's going to look. Hold on, let me go back. So I'm undoing until it gets back to my point where I want it to go. Let me open up the multiple undo. So, offset polygon. Let's see here. All right, so I opened up the multiple undo, and it's just putting everything back how I had it. All right. So I'm going to send that to the back. So the next thing I'm going to do is ungroup. No, I'm going to send to the back. So I'm going to select that original outline, and I'm just going to go ahead and make an offset path around that. Let me open up the rhinestone panel. I want to see what it's going to look like because I just want to see. It's going to be a double layer of stones, and I don't really want a double layer of stones like that. I don't think that that's going to look all that great. Let's see if I change it to 0.015 spacing, what that will look like. Not too bad. I just don't like the double stones like that. So that's going to be a personal thing for me. Like, I don't like it. So but that's because of there's no inside there. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to select the outline. I am going to head over to the offset panel, and we are going to do offset. And let's make this offset pink. Let's make it pink, pink, pink. All right, it's going to be pink. All right, so I am going to, hold on, let me bring that to the front. I'm going to group it together, and then I'm going to bring it to the front. And then what we're going to do, the reason why I selected that offset or created the offset is because I want to punch out. Remember the H, the P, and the E, those are all regular letters at this point. So if we were to turn this into rhinestones, we would have layers on top of layers on top of layers of rhinestones. Okay, so we want to make sure that we know why we're doing this. Okay, so I'm going to bring that to the front so that I can see it a lot better. And then I am also going to release the compound path. And you see when I release this compound path, how it kind of just filled in here in certain spots. Right here it didn't because it's just not closed in. But you don't have to do that part. But I need to be able to see it. All right, so I'm going to select the H, the P, and the E. We're going to head back over to the right to the modify panel, and then we are going to subtract it again. Okay, and when we click subtract, now we have all of this that is now going to fit perfectly inside of the letters. Okay, I'm going to group that together. All right, so if I minimize it or make it a little bit smaller, you can kind of see like where that went. So now if I move the H, the P, and the E, that's what that looks like. But really what I want to do is I really want to move all of that. So let me undo because it should not have, I can just make an offset of everything. That would be better instead of doing it that way. So you see when I just made the offset of the outline, it still left some on the inside and I don't want anything behind there. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to undo that. And I'm going to select the whole thing, all of the flower. And we're going to select all of that. And then let's just make an offset for everything. Because the extra space does not do us any justice at all. All right, so we're going to do offset. It's doing an offset around everything right now. And I'm going to turn that pink again. And let's see. All right, it's thinking. It might lean. Well, you didn't miss nothing. Beside there are several layers. Yep, gonna be several layers. All right, so now we're gonna bring this to the front. Uh-oh. I did not mean to click out of there. Let me go undo. The one thing I don't like to do when I make offsets is click out of it. I'm gonna right click, I'm gonna group it together, and then we're gonna bring it to the front so we can see. Let's see what it looks like. All right, so now this is better. You guys see how there's no openings? So that is going to punch out that shape for us a lot better, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and right click. I'm just gonna go ahead and make this into a compound path because sometimes what happens is that when you have multiple parts, it still may just register as one, even if you group it together. Sometimes, most of the times, grouping will solve the problem for you, but not all the time. Dempsey, are you okay over there? This is probably already done brushing
Yes.
in.
Oh yeah, I was done, but I scraped my stones off because the tape was old. And as soon as I put it under the heat press, my stones started dropping off of my transfer tape.
Oh no.
So I'm redoing the ribbon.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm fine. You're doing a great job, girl. You in your element, honey.
Thank you, Dempsey. All
Thank
right.
you.
So we have the flower. We have the offset of the flower. It's still selected, as y'all see the bounding box. I'm going to hold down my shift key and select the text, the H, the P, and the E. Okay. Now we're going to head back to the modify panel, and then we are going to subtract. And so now that is better for us. I'm going to show you guys in a second. So now I'm just going to right click and I'm going to group that together. It should be, all right. So now when I move the letters out of the way, now you guys see we have a nice punch out of the flower. Okay. So the next thing that I want to do is I'm going to, and this offset just created space for us so that the rhinestones could fit right there. Okay. So if I leave it like this and we just have a double layer of stones, I'm going to go here. And if I select the edge fill and I just have the black selected, if you notice now, these fit really nicely within the text. Okay. So it's really up to you and how you want it to look and how you like it to look. I don't necessarily care for the double layer of stones, but that's just a preference for me. I would do other things to kind of fix it, but I'm just showing you guys how to get to this point. All right, so now let's select the petals, and I'm just going to open up that offset feature again. I'm telling you guys, the offset panel is my best friend. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select internal offset. And then that's just going to create an internal offset of all of those petals. Now this petal right here, it didn't get it because if you guys look right here, I'm going to zoom in. So there's one petal right here that it didn't get, but that's because it's probably so small that it didn't make an offset. So right there, I'm going to have to place the stones in there myself. But I'm going to right click because you guys see all of those bounding boxes. I'm going to right click and then I'm just going to group that together. You can group it together or you can make it into a compound path. Okay, so then I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm selecting that original yellow and we're going to move that out of the way. So now you see all of those red cut lines, right? I'm going to select there. Because I grouped it together, it's easier for me to go ahead and select it. I'm going to just right click and I'm just going to use the same color that we used before. Okay. I know it doesn't look like much, but the way that this is, everything is going to fall into place exactly how you want it to fall into place because we're doing the offsets and the internal offsets. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select the inner part and then, which is the brown part, and we're going to do another internal offset. Okay. And then when I select the internal offset, if you guys see, you see the internal parts of it, right? I'm going to right click and I'm going to group that together. Okay. You guys see the red outlines on the center. And then I'm just going to go up, pull that center part and pull it on out of the way. Now there's something else here. Anytime you see like we trace something and you see like this amount of space, but it should be right here. Something else is around here. It's probably very, very small. And if we were to break it apart, we would see it. Let me see if I just go here, and if I ungroup it, if I could see it. But there's something else there because it shouldn't be that much space. We just can't see it. Let me do a right click. I'm going to ungroup. I can't. Let me release the compound pad. Release compound pad. Because I made it into a compound. So you guys see all of these little dots here. That's why there's so much. And believe it or not, when you have things like this, they will cause overlapping rhinestones. So you see all of those small bounding boxes. Those are very tiny pieces of remnants of the trace. So when we traced and we started cutting things apart, that's what happens sometimes. So if you ever see like, I knew something was wrong because when I selected all that, it was just broken up, right? That's just something so that you can kind of have an idea about. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete all of that because I don't even need it. All right, so then I'm going to go back over here to the panel, to the fill panel, and I want to show you the difference in something. So if I select this, let me select this. So I have the inner part selected. If I select this eyedropper and I select this flower, you guys see what happens to it. Okay. It takes on the shape or the whatever the PNG image is, and it tries to fill it in with that. We don't want that. So I'm just going to go ahead and undo. Now the one on the right in the fill panel, if you select that one and you select the same brown, it's going to change the color. Okay. Just so that you know, like that really is a thing. Now there's something, I don't know why this extra space is there, but I'll probably just end up filling that in. And then I'm going to remove the red lines. All right. So right now we're pretty good. You could also, let's say if we select the H, the P, and the E. Now I'm going to make another copy over here. And I'm just going to select this right here. And I'm going to move this. I'm going to make a copy and put it down here. Okay. Guess what? In case I need to resize it, I want to change the stone size, whatever I may want to do, then that's what that would be for. Okay. So let's say we select the H, the P, and the E. I'm going to open up that offset panel again because it's my favorite. It's my favorite. Thank you, Miss Sharon Davenport and David. Hey, Addie. All right, so I'm going to select internal offset, and I only have the H, the P, and the E selected. So I'm going to select internal offset, and it's going to create an internal offset for me, right? I did that because I want to still make an outline of the letters, right? So now I'm just going to right click. I'm going to group that together because you guys see all those smaller bounding boxes. I'm going to group that together. And then we're going to change that color to, let's change it to pink because I like pink. And we're going to remove the red outline. All right. Ooh, that's kind of bright. All right. So now we're looking pretty good. We're going to get ready to turn this into rhinestones. So let's get our rhinestone panel. We're all done with this right here. I don't need that, but I'm just going to bring it over to the right. Let's select the blue. And for the blue, for the letters, we're going to select an edge fill. And that's SS10. For the H, the P, and the E, the inside fill, we're just going to select, we can either do linear fill or we can do radial fill, which is my favorite. Now, linear fill, it did look nice. Parts of it looked nice, but linear fill, we look like, I don't like all that space underneath there. Like, it just doesn't form to the letter or the shape of the letter. All right, so then I'm going to just go ahead and select radial fill. And that kind of, flows nicely. But the linear fill does not look bad. You would just have to move some stones around the same way I would have to move some stones around here too. All right, so the next thing we want to do is we want to start working on the flower. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select the black part. We're going to go up. I didn't mean to do radial fill. We're going to do edge fill. I mean, the radial fill is fine too, I guess. It doesn't look bad because remember, it's just trying to get the outer parts of the petal. So it's not going to fill it in. So now let's select the inner part of the petal. And then let's select the brown inside. All right. And then we can always change this to, you can always change it up. Like I can move some things around. I think I actually might like that double outline. It doesn't look too bad. I do like a thinner outline though. So this is how I would do just to fill it in. We can always take one of these, like that original one that's the same size right here. And let's say I move it. And I'm just going to send it to the back. Like we have it just right here. Right? I'm going to line it up. And then I am going to send it to the back. It looks like it's lined up pretty good. Before I do that, I'm going to open up the fill panel. And then we're going to increase the transparency. So that way it'll be a little bit lighter for us. All right, so I'm just going to do it like this. I'm making it a little bit lighter. So you guys see how if you were to do sublimation, how this would just start to work with sublimation because we did not change the size at all. Okay, we did not change the size at all. So that fits perfectly on top of that original image that we had. All right. So I'm going to send it to the back. I'm just making it a little lighter. And then I'm going to send it to the back. And then now all I will do, I'm going to make another copy of it. So I'm going to make a copy of it. And this copy that I'm making here is for, let's say if I want to turn this into SS6, I'll have them both. This one actually looks pretty decent. I like it. All right, so let's say if we move this up, I'm gonna, all right, I'm gonna try to just grab that inner part. Let me make it bigger. So I made another copy just so that I could go ahead and I could always change this to SS6 now. Let's see if I move this out of the way for now. And I'm going to bring this down. And then I'm just going to select this. It's going to take a while for it to convert into SS6. But I'm just going to go ahead and head back to the rhinestone panel. And we're going to turn this into SS6. Thank you for sharing that for it. All right, so now it's going to change this one into SS6. So this is why I like to make copies of everything that I have as I'm going. So that way I'm able to change it. I can resize it right now if I want to. Right now, this isn't really that big. Well, it's 10.168 inches wide by 10.2. But I don't think that that's really, that for me, I don't think that that's super duper big. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and save this one. So I'm going to select all of this. And then I'm going to, it's not done because we still have to move rhinestones around. We still have to do several other things, just at least for me. You might like it like this. If you like it like this, then you would go through the process of releasing your rhinestones and then, doing whatever you're going to do to it. But I don't necessarily like it. So I'm going to go I'm going to go to File. I'm going to select Save Selection, because I have so many other things on the screen, but I only want to save that. So then I'm going to select Save Selection, Save to Hard Drive. You can save it to your library if it's going to be a working file that you're going to go back to. And then I'm just going to type in Hope Sunflower. And then we're going to do SS10, right? I'm going to leave it just like this. If you've taken any of my classes or if you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I generally put the size in if if I'm working on it in Silhouette, but I'm not gonna work on it in Silhouette Studio. I'm gonna work on it and I'll go back to it, but I'll show you guys what I would generally do if I'm by myself. Okay. So I'm gonna select okay. Then I'm gonna head to my Finder and I'm going to pull that file open. Let's go to Documents. And then here is our design right here. It's gonna open up inside of Adobe Illustrator. And it's opening up. It's gonna take a little bit of time, I think. I'm still waiting on it. Okay, my finger's spinning. Yep, I would normally put the size. I don't usually put the amount of stones, but I do put the size. The size of the rhinestone and the size of the template. All right, so right here, now we're inside of Adobe Illustrator. And this is going to allow me to be able to line my stones up so that I can kind of see like how they're going. So here I may get this and let me reduce the opacity because it came in full and bright. Nope. Oh, I took out too much. You go all the way down. It came in nice and bright over there for us. So I just want to remove or reduce the opacity or increase the opacity. All right, so now what I would do is I would go ahead. So remember I had this little area over here with no yellow petals. I would just take this right here and I would just start filling in the petals. And this is what I would do inside of Adobe. So I am holding down my Shift key to do this. Not my Shift key, my Option key to make a copy. And then I would just make sure that it is lining up good. And I would just go in and fill in any of the space. As you guys see, this is going to be a nice tight fit. And that's because of the offset that I did. It was a 0.125 offset. So that's why it's going to look like that. But it's going to, like, everything is going to fit perfectly in place within the letters. Okay. The only thing that I would probably do that I don't necessarily like is I would still go through this and place more stones, place more stones. I would probably clean up some of these lines inside of the petals. I would definitely want to clean those up. And then I would also fill in more of the inside. I don't know, for all of my gardening folks, what is this part of the flower called? Dempsey, you know? Because I have no idea. Of course, I'm going to check to make sure I don't have any overlapping stones or any stones that are just too close and it's not going to clear the cut. But I would just go through and fill some of these up. Now, this part of the flower, I wouldn't necessarily worry about filling it in and having a tight fit because with the flower, that's usually like the fuzzy kind of area of the flower. And it doesn't have to be so, perfectly filled in. But I would just go through here. Like this is just too much space in between these two parts. And just fill these in. I should have made it into a compound path instead of grouping it. But here I'm just going to go and fill these in like that. And if I need to, then I'll just move some stones over so that I don't have any touching stones. But that's how I would do to start filling that in. But the one thing that I would do, and it's only because I feel like with the text, like with the letters, this, the blue is the outline, right? So I don't like that there's an inner outline right there on that blue. So what I would do was, good night, Miss Ruth. What I would do all the time is I'm just going to select the outline, right? And I'm getting into this group. Maybe bring this down a little bit. Let me bring it down a little bit more so it's not touching. And then I would probably just go ahead and inch that down a little bit. But the next thing that I would do is that anything that is not a part of the actual outline of the letter, I will go ahead and change that color. So right now, I'm just going to hold down my Shift key. Actually, I'm just going to select, like I'm selecting it all. In Adobe Illustrator, you can do things like this because this particular layer is isolated. It doesn't really work like that inside of Silhouette Studio, but I like doing it. I honestly, y'all, I do it in Adobe Illustrator. So I'm just gonna change that to pink. Oh, I don't want all of that pink. So guess what I'm gonna have to do? I'm going to have to, before I do that, I'm gonna have to release these stones. And then I am gonna have to select them all. So we're gonna ungroup. And then I'm going to, let's see if I do it this way, if it'll still do it for me. Nope. Let me ungroup it and release the compound path. So I'm going to release the compound path. And then we may have to ungroup it again. I just want to show you guys what I would do for all of these, for these dots. At least, you know, I like it like this, but if you're doing it, you may, you know, you may not like it like that, right? So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to change the color to this pink. Okay, so anything that is not a part of the actual outline of the letter, I'm changing it to pink. Like this is not a part of the actual outline. This is a part of the actual outline, so I probably should have left that blue, but it's okay. All right, so like this right here, these two right here. Uh-oh. And also don't resize your dots like me. I do that all the time, and I always have to go back and change it. All right, so I'm just lining these up. We can bring it over so that, remember, this part of the flower is now part of your outline. So you just want to make sure it's all listed there. Oh, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. Thank you for telling me.
Thank you. Good night now, Brown.
Good night. Good night, Niall. Good night. All right. All right. So this, I'm gonna change this to blue. I'm gonna change this back to blue. I just want you guys to see like how I would do it. You don't have to do it this way. It's 100% your design is your design. Okay. But you see how this is now, how I have it like this. So when we get ready to place it in, this is going to be an opening. So your flower part is going to fit in perfectly. Okay, it's going to fit in all of those openings perfectly. All right, I'm just lining it up just so that it can look like, you know, it can be a lot more fluid, and then you start just defining those letters a lot more. Okay, so I would do the same thing with the P. Like I would go ahead and just change these to the pink. So instead of an outline, I would just make that part of the fill, the pink fill. Okay, and then just move some more stones. I think I'm actually gonna save this. I like this. I think I might actually finish it. Not today, but not tonight, but I would feel it. Like here too, I would change these blue stones into pink, like the ones here. I would change that pink because that's not a part of the outline. And then another thing that I would do is just so that you can be like, I like to make sure that everything that I pay attention to all of the parts of it. So I would just go ahead and move this here. And I would bring this here. Like I would make another one here, bring this down. And then I would then place a pink dot here because that's still enough space for me to get a pink dot there. Okay, so again, like these are kind of touching a little bit, but it's fine. When you get ready to layer them in, they're, as long as they're not overlapping, you don't want them to be overlapping. Okay, so, but that's how you would get this done. That's how, and it's not honestly like it. If you follow the steps, you'll be able to do it. Very similar to the split design. Again, it doesn't have to be a PNG, but we really just learned how to turn a PNG into an SVG and then to do this. So I prefer to start with a PNG. That's just my preference. When doing this, I generally prefer to work with SVGs though when I'm working with rhinestones. So let me know if you guys have any questions. I don't plan on doing all these dots because I'm about to brush in this design. Dims has already brushed her design in.
Yes, and I gotta finish shirt. Came out so cute.
I thought you not finished already. Hold on, I'm gonna go back to wait a minute. I'm gonna show. So
Oh
right,
no, finish doing what you're doing.
no, I'm about to finish. So right here, we're not. If we were to finish this in Silhouette Studio, if you've taken my class, you know the steps to get it done. You would have to release all of the rhinestones, right? After you release the rhinestones, you want to move them around, kind of how I did it in Adobe Illustrator, except in when I moved it into Adobe Illustrator, I didn't have to do all of that. The same thing applies if I were to take it inside of Leonardo Design Studio. You don't have to do all of that either. But inside of Silhouette Studio, you do have to release the rhinestones, move them around, then group them back, and then make them into a compound path. Okay? So that's how. No worries, David. We'll probably try to do it again. I'll try to do this again. If do you guys want to go over this again? Not now, but let's say if you watch the replay, maybe like in a week or two, maybe 2 weeks, we can revisit this again and see like if anybody has any questions or anything like that. Let me know. Thanks, Robin S. Hey, Mirror Baker. So let me know if you guys would want to do that. Oh, Shonda. Thank you, Lashonda. Thank you. So that's how we would do it. Let me just show you guys because somebody this might be your first time seeing this and you might be feeling courageous and brave and you might want to do it. So let me just show you how you would go ahead and release the rhinestones. I'm not going to release those. This because I'm actually going to save this in my library because I'm going to go back to it because I want the SS6 version of it, but I am going to clean it up quite a bit. So that is going to take me a little bit of time to do it. All right, let me move this out of the way. We're going to bring this over here. I don't remember who asked me to show this. Who asked me to show this? I can't remember. Yeah, my memory is. All right, so let's make this a little bit bigger. All right, so we're gonna do 2 hearts. I'm just gonna do 2 hearts. I just want to show you guys. If you guys have taken my class, y'all know I love me some hearts. Okay, I love hearts. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make a copy. We're gonna do something really quick. I just want to show you guys how to save it. Okay, no matter how many colors you have, this is for if you have one layer, one color, multiple colors like the Hope design is. It's just, all right. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller because we don't really want to take too much time trying to convert it into stones. So I'm going really quick. Okay. I'm just going to make an offset path. I'm going to cut in between it. We're going to turn that black so you can see it a little better. Let's remove the red too. I'm going to hold down my shift key. I only have the black selected. I'm going to select the heart, and then we're going to open up the modified panel, and then we're going to subtract. All right, so now we have space, right? So I'm going to select both of these. We're going to head back over to the rhinestone panel. I'm going to select SS10, and we're going to turn that into stones. Mary Lynn. Oh. Thank you so much. All right, so if you guys notice, we have the 2 hearts, right? This has to be like my favorite thing to make. Like I love making hearts. I don't know why. I don't know why I like making rhinestone hearts. All right, but as you guys see, the offset panel is your best friend. At least it's my best friend. I love the offset panel. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to release the rhinestones. Releasing the rhinestones is different than release compound path. At this time, we're releasing the rhinestones here. So if you look, I have these two selected. If you look here, the total amount is 1,400 stones or 1,417 stones. But those are the amount of stones. You want to note the amount of stones that you have before you release them. But if you don't, I'm going to show you how to find out how many stones you have. Okay. So we're going to select release rhinestones, and I have both of these selected. We're going to release both of them at the same time. When I work with like how I have that hope design, I'm going to release all those stones at once because that way it'll help me move them around. If I need to, I don't have to stop and try to group something else together. I don't like to do that. So now they're releasing the stones. Hey, Shaka Terrell. No worries. No, me, I should have did S6. Mylene, I love butterflies too. That's the only tattoo I have is a butterfly. But well, flowers. It's a butterfly and flowers. That's it. All right, so it's releasing the stones. This is why I didn't want to release the Hope design in Silhouette Studio because you see how long it takes me. But in Adobe, I can do it so much faster. It's going to release though. Don't worry. It's just thinking. It's just thinking. All right, y'all. I didn't even bring my drink in here with me. I think I'm going to do the SS6 of the sweater. Oh, we're all done. All right, so now you guys see all those small bounding boxes around each individual rhinestone. So that means our rhinestones are released. Now we still have the numerical value or the amount of the rhinestones that we have there, right? But we're going to get ready to group these back together. And this is how you would group it back together. So I'm going to open the select by color panel, which is right here, or you can select it from the top panel, drop down panel menu. So we're going to select by color. It's going to open up another panel. Those are the only two places where you'll find the select by color panel. And this is what our select by color panel look like. Now, if you look here, I'm going to close the rhinestone panel out. So if you look here, there's two, by line or by fill. If we had like a line color here, it would be here. And then it would show here. But I removed it. So we don't really have a line color. But by fill, we have several. Okay. This color right here is actually those sunflowers that we broke up, the PNGs. That's what PNG colors look like. It's so hard to work with PNG colors in the select by color panel. Okay. I just want to get the purple or the blue and the pink. So let's select the blue. It's going to select all of these dots for us. And then if you notice down here, I have include groups and I have only shapes on media. So because of that, it's not going to select anything else on the screen. Now that's the same blue that I used. Tracy's Creations. Thank you, Tracy. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
So I do want to show you that. So I have that same blue here, but if you notice, this blue, it didn't select this blue. It only selected what is on the media. Okay. That is very important when you're doing this. So you want to make sure your media is clear. If this was on the media, then it would try to select that too. Okay. But when I'm working with this, I like to kind of have everything else on the side and then anything I'm working with on media, especially when I'm working with select by color. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and then I'm going to group that together. So now it's going to group all of the blues together. Okay. Yes, this is the business edition, Yvonne. You have to have the business edition in order to work with the rhinestone panel. Yeah, you do. It's totally worth it. I mean, at least in my opinion, it's $49 right now. And you don't have to pay yearly. There's no yearly subscription fee, nothing like that. All right, so now you guys see all those small bounding boxes went away and we just have one bounding box, right? The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to right click. I still have that selected. If you look here, let's say you forget to note the amount of stones you're going to use or you need, it's going to tell you right here once you group them together. So let's say if you add more stones, it's going to tell you how many total stones you have. So it's 563. Then I'm going to go ahead and do make compound path. Okay, so you're going to do make compound path. That's very important. So these steps that I'm showing you, they are very, very important. You want to release your stones, move them around, make them look good, right? Then you want to group them back by color or by layer, and then you want to make them into a compound path. It has to go in that order.
Yes. Thank y'all so much for
Thank
the
you.
support.
David, do you like that the best for rhinestones? Yeah, I love Silhouette Studio for rhinestones. I think it's super economical compared to any of the other softwares, and you can do a lot with it. So I'm just waiting with Leonardo. I think it's going to be a part of the pro subscription, which is monthly or yearly, but this $49 for the whole year, and you have access to this. You can export your stuff out as SVG, PNG, PDF. You can do so many different things with it. So is it my preferred software of all time? No. I love Adobe, but I make a lot of stuff in here. And as you guys see, you can make beautiful things inside of Silhouette Studio. So totally worth it. So we're going to select the pink now. We're going to do the same thing with the pink. You don't want to skip, because if you don't do this, if you open it up inside of Cricut Design Space, it's going to come in as thousands of dots. And y'all know that how that goes. We're going to do right click. We're going to group this together, and then we're going to make that into a compound path. And then I'm just going to show you guys how you would save it. Thank you guys. Hey, Rachel. Yep. And then it's just going to group this together. I'm going to save this because I like it. But just remember, when you're doing this, save it as you go along. You guys see how I have this over here on the side, save. This is our sublimation print right here. This is our sublimation print right here. And then the other, you can even turn it into the, remember when we did the, we traced it before the rhinestones, before we started converting it into rhinestones and doing the offsets, after we traced it, that's your SVG of it. So there's so many different things you can do. All right, so that's 854 rhinestones. And now we're just going to make it into a compound path. And so it turned it blue. I'm going to turn it back pink. And so now we have our two hearts together. And then I'm just going to select both of those. We're going to head up to File. I'm going to do Save Selection to Hard Drive. And then what I would do is, and Ms. Gail kind of talked about it before, because I'm completely done with this now, I would go ahead and say hearts. And then we would say SS10, because these are SS10 stones. And then I would note the width and the height. Okay, I would note the width and the height. So then I would put that here, 7.962 inches wide by 6.394 inches high. Okay, and then with Silhouette Studio, the business edition, Miss Berlinda. Thank you, Miss Berlinda. You can do this. You certainly can do this. I promise you. You can. But with Silhouette Studio now, we have we can change this to an SVG. So the original format for Silhouette is Silhouette Studio V3. It's a studio file. You don't want to do that because you can't open that inside of Cricut Design Space or any other place outside of Silhouette Studio. Maybe inside of StarCraft Create, I can open it, but any place else, not really. So you can save it as an SVG, and then you have your file. And you can open it up in Cricut. You can save it and open it and sell it on a website. You can do so many different things with it. Okay, so that's it. I'm not really going to save my two hearts. I have tons of hearts saved, but I am going to save this. And I'm just going to save it as a, oh, this looks so good. I just need to fix that part there and put the rhinestones. But we have sublimation and our print. I wouldn't use this one for sublimation. This would just be my cut file, but the rest of that looks amazing. All right, so let's go to save selection. No, I want to just save as, save to library, and that's saving onto my Silhouette Studio library cloud, like cloud library. It doesn't waste your hard drive. Okay, so I'm just gonna put Hope Sunflower. We have to love sunflower. I should use something outside of the sunflower, but all right, Hope Sunflower, and I'm just gonna save it here so that when I get ready to go back and work with it, I can just pull it up and work with it. I have so many other files that I have here that I didn't finish them. Finish it. So yeah. Crystal, so I got that sunflower off of Creative Fabrica. Off of Creative Fabrica. It's a PNG. But just know, like, that trace feature, you can break it down and turn it into an SVG. Okay? You can totally break it down and turn it into SVG. Okay? All right, let's click OK. I'm gonna brush in some stones. I still got time to brush in stones, or you about to leave me? Because I took too long. Are you about to leave me? Because y'all
know.
Let me see. Okay, we're all done with this.
Girl, that was excellent.
Thank you, Dempsey Boo. We want to see your shirt. Let me make Dempsey big. You got your shirt ready?
Okay.
Or not yet?
Yeah, I got it ready.
Okay, I'm gonna make you big.
Can y'all see it?
It turned a little blurry. You were looking good.
Am I blurry now? Hold on. Am I still blurry?
Yeah, a little bit, but I could see it. You have to.
Probably because it's my camera.
It's okay. Evie, thank you, Evie.
Thank you, Evie. So if I'm blurry, then. But yeah, this is the shirt. I love it. I like the colors you chose.
Thank you. It's fall. A little bit of coffee and cream. Something warm. Oh, that looks good. I can see it. We can see it. Oh, that looks good, Dempsey Boo.
Thank you. I had to turn the light on because my light is really lighting.
It is.
Thank you. It's cute. I love it. Thank you.
I love it. And as some people wanted that file or wanted the template, I do. Do I want to do SS6 or SS10? I don't know. Now, what's gonna cut? Hold on, y'all. Let me cut this out again. Let me see if this doesn't mess up my cut because I don't know why it's not. I might need to do like a I'll do the socks another day. We don't have to do the socks tonight because it's been late. So I'm just getting some SS6. We're gonna do SS6 stones tonight, y'all. That's what we're gonna do.
Already knew that.
You already knew that. I was thinking, Dims, don't treat me like that, girl. I was
six, girl. You is girl.
Look, y'all, I actually do have the SS10. I have the SS10. So with this file, this is what we're going to be doing on Sunday. But with this file, if you get it from my website, it's going to be in both SS6 or SS10. But you can kind of cut it out however you want to cut it out. Just piece it together. So we're going to do it like this. I think. So I have icicles, I have coffee. I was gonna do like jet black because I'm putting it on a sweatshirt. Oh, Dempsey Boo.
I like icicles. I think I've used icicles a couple of times. It looks really good with violet ice, in my opinion. I like it with violet ice.
With violet ice, icicles?
Yeah, that's good.
I'm just trying to get some fallish colors for us. olive green, got a little bit of. I need something to give me like a little bit of razzle dazzle. All right, we got.
Olive. I need to use that color more.
I love
Olive.
olive.
It's a nice color.
But I need a sparkle stone. Do I want to use icicles, champagne AB, or Orm Dorado?
Champagne AB, I like.
With champagne AB?
I like champagne AB.
Okay, then we'll do champagne AB. Because I need something to be like the part, like I need sweater to like jump out at them.
You can't go wrong with the AB.
Okay.
Can't go wrong.
Where's my jet black, James? I think the one is my jet black. I don't see my jet black. Uh-oh. I see black diamond. Oh, no, that's not jet black. Where's my jet black? Oh, no, this is not going to be good. Because I was thinking of doing like the outline in jet black. The sweater is black. And then do sweater in champagne AB. And then like the other colors, we're going to do like the light cyan, olivine. Oh, where's my hyacinth?
Are you want each letter a different color? Or the leaves are going to be olivine?
The leaves are going to be, Sims, what did I do? Let's see. I don't even know what the heck I got going on today, but girl, this is too much. All right, let's see. Let's see, guys. Y'all know I don't know what I'm really doing. I don't know.
I'm just here.
Huh?
That's all I know what I'm doing. I'm just here.
Because you're so fast. It's your fault that you're so fast, Sims. Why are you so fast?
I'm trying to brush in slow. I just brush at the normal pace. I don't do nothing different.
You brush in so fast. Ooh.
I think because your goal is to get all the stones in, I really don't care to use the wax pencil or pen or whatever you want to call it. I prefer to brush them all in. So I'll keep brushing until I can't brush no more.
Sometimes you make us all look bad. We're brushing in. Oh, Royal Crystal. Royal Crystal.
I don't have any of the royal colors. That's going
What do you guys think? Royal Crystal for the word sweater or neon white AB?
Oh, now neon white AB. I love neon white AB.
So
Royal Crystal. I think Royal Crystal.
You think Royal Crystal? Oh, like neon white AB has become one of my go-tos.
Yes. Because looking at it inside the container does it no justice. Like it has to be on the garment.
Okay,
I put it on a pink shirt. It was so pretty.
Which one? The neon white.
Yes.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, it's not what I expected for a neon stone though. It was so nice.
All right, y'all. I'm just gonna brush this in. And I'm trying not to get, so I left the border around it because I wanted to have a good placement. And then I just wanted to be able to put the other parts in. So I left the border around it, but it doesn't have to be around, but I would suggest like leaving the border attached to something that could help you with centering everything. But I do want to make the border a different color. So we're going to use the
painter's tape.
Royal Crystal. Huh?
Painter's tape to the rescue.
I know I should have had my painter's tape. Shamika, look out tomorrow. I'm gonna post in the Facebook group the link to the file and the link to the Zoom.
So Shaka said, "Is this a new design?" Shaka Terrell, hey.
So Shaka,
yes.
Shaka Terrell, yes. This is a new design. This is gonna be so. for anybody who's a member of the channel, this will be inside of the community section. If you're not a member, this will be on my website for purchase. But if you are a member, this is going to be in the community section. So if you can't participate in the Zoom tomorrow, you still will have the file in the community section. Yeah, on Sunday, not tomorrow. I'm sorry. Thanks, Tim people. On Sunday. And it's going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just in case you want to go ahead and put it in your calendar. But it's going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So the Bling Zoom is tomorrow at 3. Then the Bling Along is Sunday at 3.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay.
Yep. Look at this rose crystal. Looks so pretty.
That's so pretty. Oh my gosh. And that royal crystal, is that like crystal golden 2.0?
Yeah.
You know, crystal golden is my color.
Yes, crystal golden 2.0. After, let me just say this, like I love like all the colors, right? I love, and I really want to do that sock, but I didn't do it.
Do the sock.
I gotta cut the template out again. Oh, then you didn't remind me to turn the heat press on when I started brushing.
Girl, I'm over here shaking and baking with my heat press on.
I was about to. But let me just let y'all know the color that I kind of like. I feel like every other stone is competing to beat is crystal AB. Crystal AB is the color that all the other stones are trying to be. Because crystal AB is so pretty, like it's just beautiful.
I love crystal AB,
and it's super versatile. So you cannot go wrong with crystal AB.
Crystal AB, crystal golden, crystal, even crystal. Crystal is good too.
You see that design? You see how that crystal looks on that design? I was like, crystal knows how to show up when it needs to. It's not my favorite color, but it definitely does the job right.
Like crystal golden reminds me of an armed dorado crystal stone. Like armed dorado is a chrome stone.
Mm-hmm.
Crystal golden is like the gold crystal stone. It's nice.
Right. So I should have had my painter take like them said, but guess what? I never listened.
And keep painter's tape. I'm like, dang. Somebody else in my city using painter's tape for bling.
Gotta keep it talking that one.
So I've been stalking my Dollar Tree looking for because we've got Christmas decorations been out, but they just now putting out the kitchen stuff. So I've been looking for those kitchen dish drying mats. Mm-hmm. They have everything but the dish drying mats. They have the mittens, the oven mitts, all that. So, because I want to get the Christmas designs also.
You want this boy as gifts? You want them as gifts, or you making some for you?
I'm making them as gifts. I'm going to be making some cute little box bags, and like that box bag. Then you merely make a boxy bag. Mm-hmm. The cute box bag, and I saw, what is it called? You put your cell phone in it. I guess it's like I don't know. It's got like a long. It's not a fanny pack, but it's I guess it's just a cell phone. Could you? There you go, crossbody. That's it. That's the one.
You know what we should have did tonight, Dims? And I
Yeah.
got the perfect person on with me right now. Make beanies. Delonda and I are supposed to be doing beanies tomorrow.
Oh,
For
yeah,
sure.
Lord. Are you gonna make them from scratch, or you just gonna embroider on something?
No, we're just gonna embroider on it. But I could have sold me up some beanies because I can't find a beanie, and I thought I had some here, but
Girl, I got so many. When Dollar Tree had, when they put all theirs on sale, I ordered some from Amazon, and then I also got some off from Dollar Tree. Bunch of them. I think that'd be cool, y'all. Sew your own and then embroider on them.
I thought that was a good idea. But she doesn't want to sew anything. Her sewing
Can you-
machine is Stacy had her sewing machine, and then I don't know what else happened to it after Stacy had it. Something happened to it. The hurricane got it.
Oh no.
So there's no
What time y'all coming on tomorrow? 7 or 6? 6:30?
7,
7.
7 Eastern Standard Time. Give me a little. It'll give me a little
That's
break after it really go long.
yeah, that's a little, literally a little break because you know we're
Yeah.
gonna be on there for a little while. Well, you know,
Yep.
2 hours, 3, however many.
It's all good. It's all good. All right. So now I gotta brush in the sides. How am I gonna do that, y'all? I wasn't really
Brush
thinking.
them in slowly.
Very slowly.
Very.
Very, very slowly. So
Dr.
my
Frost said she need
huh?
a beanie with satin lining.
A bean with satin lining. Evie, that's that's Evie's specialty right there.
Mm-hmm. Putting that satin in there. Evelyn, you didn't miss it. Patrice and Delana are going to be embroidering on some beanies tomorrow. And you're on Delonda's channel, right? Tomorrow.
Yeah, we're at the line. She already has the thumbnail up and everything.
I saw that. I did see it. I did.
Okay, y'all. So this is I usually like to have my templates on individual sides, and I meant to cut this so that I didn't have to worry about it, but I forgot to cut it. Because that way when I brush it down I don't have to worry about like
Oh, yeah.
yeah. All right, but it's okay. We're doing good.
So what color you doing the border?
I think I'm gonna go with jet hematite.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like jet hematite is a little warm. Oh, I could do coffee.
Coffee is very warm.
I think coffee is very warm and
It
cozy.
looks so good on this shirt.
That coffee. Look, I've been in my coffee.
I feel like when you're doing bling, you have to do some kind of tone on tone. Like there has to be at least one color in there that matches the shirt.
Yeah, I like that too.
It has to be. Yeah, I have to.
That's how I was gonna go with jet hematite because I could not find my jet black. But I think I'm just gonna go with coffee. I think coffee's gonna look great with it. All right, so coffee. I'm gonna put coffee around here, and ooh, maybe no. You know what I'm gonna do?
Well, that's blinging. That's blinging already.
I know. Doesn't it look good?
Yes.
That's Royal Crystal. Royal Crystal is pretty good. I think I'm gonna go with like a light cyan and olivine for the center because this is it doesn't have to be ombre. So with this design, y'all, one of the designs is without ombre, the other is ombre. So one is just regularly filled in, the other is ombre. It's whatever you want.
And you're not doing ombre tonight?
I'm girl, yes. You know I'm doing ombre.
Oh,
I think I'm gonna do olivine
right.
and light cyan. You know what I'm gonna do.
I was about to say that you know that's your jam right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. be super, super careful over here.
David say coffee is a pretty color. Yes, it is.
It is very, very, very fall. Feel very nice and cozy. Relax with coffee. Gotta be careful because now you don't have to do two different colors. You could make yours all the same color, like the sweater and the outline. Some people are just extra.
Some people you, some people.
Some people, some people are extra. It did not take all of this, y'all. I promise you. It will still look good if it's the same color.
How many parts is it?
Um, it's up to you. So how many ever parts you want? Like, so the pumpkin, I did the pumpkin. I just cut the pumpkin out as one layer, but I'm gonna hand plate some of the stones. So, I'm so happy you came on with me because I know you're gonna be at work every Saturday. You're at work.
I know.
So
The house is quiet. I was able to come on tonight. Thank you for asking me.
Oh, I just blew a fuse. That's perfect though.
Yes.
I'm so happy.
Thank you.
I had to shoot my shot.
And did.
I had to shoot my shot. I'm like, hey, you wanna come over? And she was like, sure. I was like, yay. All right. Oh, I think this is gonna look really good, y'all. I think
it's gonna be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
They said they don't know nobody that's extra. Nope, they don't know nobody.
Good. Right answer.
Okay, Mylene is asking, can the Romeo cut the Cricut chipboard? I was using my Maker 3. It said it would take 5 hours. She stopped the process. Wow.
I haven't tried it, but I can try it. It probably will. I know the force gets really high with Romeo. So it probably will. I haven't tried it though. I can try it. I mean, I don't mind risking it to try.
You gonna risk it all?
That's risk it all. Listen, somebody got to do it.
That's a long time, 5 hours. Oof.
Yeah.
There's nothing I need to cut on my Cricut that's gonna take that long.
Now I have done like the wood, like the thin wood before I had like anything else. Like when it was just me and Krikisha. We used to be in this thing. I used to be listen, we was gonna make it happen. But then
Where Krikisha
at the school, Krikisha's coming home. Krikisha's coming home on Monday.
She finally graduated?
Coming home. She's coming back home because Terrell's gonna be gone. I'm not gonna be crafting with nobody else at the school. So
look, you know what's about to happen? You about to bring every piece of equipment you took to that school, you're gonna take it back home bit by bit.
Not even bit by bit, all on Monday.
All at once.
I can come home because I'm not gonna be staying after school anymore late and stuff. Like,
so what's gonna happen with craftabilities?
I don't know. I can't do it without. I really cannot do it without Terrell. I can't. So I don't know. We'll probably still do it though.
You can still upload videos because you know he was uploading them shorts. Oh my god, he is too funny. Well, videos. He can still upload.
One of my friends asked us if she could start like a craftabilities extension at her school. And so she's actually going to be starting one. So I ended up giving her like 2 tumbler presses, a mug press, a heat press, I gave her a whole bunch of bling. That's the one who's going to be doing the socks too. I gave her a whole bunch of bling and stuff, and she's getting a Racoma. She's getting so somebody locally is selling their EM1010 for $5,000, and she feels like it's a good idea. It's only 2 years old, and they really haven't used it much because she made me look at it, and they really haven't used it much. And so she's gonna get that, and she wants to start a craft abilities extension at her school. And so I'm like, that's pretty cool.
It's gonna be cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So craft abilities will still be around, but I can't. I can't. So I'm taking everything because he'll be the one to tell like if something's happening and he knows I'm busy, he'll say no, she can't do that.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So I can't trust myself.
Has he left yet?
Uh-uh.
Okay. Mm.
So,
Miss Marilyn Barber said, that's how long it's going to take to cut the sunflower template on my Cricut, 5 hours.
Lord. That's probably accurate, unfortunately. Oh, y'all, really pretty. Huh? Let me see what you say.
I need to cut out my love template with the sunflower.
I still need to do another one because I have the center already cut out, but not cut out, already brushed. But these holes are huge. We'll do the sock another night. Oh, let me not drop the transfer tape, y'all. We almost had
right. You don't use no old tape like I did. I had to brush my stones in again because when I got over to the heat press, my stones like started falling off the tape before I can position that piece of the template. And I was like, I don't have time for this. I need to. So they started dropping off. I just went and scraped them all off the tape and got a new piece of tape. And I don't mind scraping them off. It don't bother me.
You know I'm team no scrape.
Girl, I scrape those stones off. I scrape those stones off so quick.
You hear Delonda said Delonda was saying something about last night about what was she doing with the not last night, Wednesday, with the pattern HTV? She was like, what would Dimps do?
Cut it. I saw her that pattern was so cute.
It was cute.
I used pattern HTV and didn't know what I was doing, didn't know what it was because I had only used regular HTV. Mm-hmm. And I had gotten some from my sister-in-law ordered some from Atlanta Vinyl, and we were trying to figure it out. We didn't know anything about the masking, moving it, like we didn't know anything about that. I'm like, how are we supposed to get the design from the so we picked it up with with tweezers and placed it on. It was a mess. Mm-hmm. It was a mess. Placed it on the shirt with the tweezers because we didn't know what we were doing. Mm-hmm. We did not know.
But now it looks like it's a little bit easier or something. Now.
Yeah, it is. Miss Emily, how many times did I use the tape? a lot of times. more than 4 times, more than 5 times. I used it too many times.
All right, we're gonna do olivine and light cyan. Okay, so let's do olivine at the bottom. This is the top. Oh, I should have did it at the bottom. All right, let's do olivine here. And then we got to do the leaf and the pumpkin.
So what were you going to do to the socks? Are you doing it to the socks that's in the bling box?
No. I was just gonna. So these socks right here. You know how everybody's doing like the junk socks?
Oh yeah.
So my friend, I made her a template so that she could just brush in the stones, and then
that's what that was.
Yeah, and so she just puts it on and she can just press the stones onto the socks. And then but I didn't, you know how I like to make it tight, but there's a lot of space. Look, girl, when I tell you there's a lot of space in between.
Oh yeah. But it'll look cute on the socks because they're gonna be bunched up. Now, if you put heat to those socks, does that mess up the elasticity?
I don't think so. I don't think so. But see, she's gonna be putting other like charms, and she wants to do like she wants to put patches on them. So I told her, like, if you're gonna do patches on it, then you may want to hand place your bling on the socks, because if you do it like that, you're not gonna be able to press a patch on top of the bling on the sock. So, but she's all excited about it. She called me 1,000 times for me to do it. Because I kept telling her, girl, you gotta wait your turn.
That's gonna be cute though, once you put them on the socks. Yeah. I might put some bling on the socks that you put in the bling box, because I still have my rolls. Like I made my shirt, and of course I still have stones left over, you know. So I might put some bling on my socks.
Oh, you think I should just put that file in the Google Drive for anybody who does the bling box, and if they want to bling out their socks, they can, because it's really just a big square of circles for you to brush it in, but you can size it based off of the sock that you have. Like see what see what will fit, and then you can know how much to brush in. So I could do that. I could make that available if anybody wants to bling their socks.
Thank you. You're so generous, girl.
Because I'm not doing nothing else with that thing.
Only because the spaces are so big.
No, that. If I'm probably gonna make me another one where the spaces aren't that big, because I don't need nothing else on my socks except bling.
Okay.
And I have my crystal AB stones, because I was gonna put crystal AB on them, so I have them, but I'm gonna do it.
Crystal AB looks really good on white.
Yes. Crystal AB, even if like on some white socks, neon white AB may look good too. Like you could kind of play around with that. Oh, let me turn this speaker stuff off.
Oh, Miss Gail, you'll like junk socks. They look really nice. Everybody's taking like the scrunch. They're the old school scrunch socks, because we used to wear them back in the day.
Yes.
They're the scrunch socks, and now everybody's putting they're putting all kind of charms on them, rhinestones, patches. Like they're getting real extravagant with those socks.
Creative.
Yeah. But I need somebody to do a wash update on the junk socks, okay? Because I need to see how they wash them.
That's true.
I need a wash update, because I mean,
no, that's true. I think the rhinestones will be fine on them. I think the rhinestones will be fine. I just don't know about like the other stuff, how that will go. But I do think the rhinestones will be fine. And maybe even the patches. But you know, like the other trinkets that they're putting under, like those, like you got to take those off before you put them in the wash, because I know that it's going to tarnish.
Are you air washing them, or are you like? I don't know. I think the ones, you know how the workout leggings, but not the socks. They're just leg warmers. I think those will look cute as like junk socks, where you don't have to put them on your feet. You just literally put them on your leg. That's what that is.
Yeah, these are leg warmers.
Is that what that is?
And these came from Five Below for $3. Okay. They were $5.
Look at that. Great minds think alike. Great minds think alike. I thought those were socks.
I have a pair of socks and I have leg warmers. Those are leg warmers.
Leg warmers. Okay, I like that. I like the leg warmers. Miss Gail said, ask Delonda for the wash updates. They are her favorites. Yes, Miss Barb. Junk socks are just socks decorated with beads. Whatever you can get on there, that's what the junk socks are. Whatever you can put on them.
The bigger, the better. Beads,
yes. Everything is just, making a full circle. Stuff just coming back around again.
So I cut this in like 4 layers, then Boo. I said not. many layers.
Yeah, see, I always like to have the outline cut with something. I always do that. Yes,
Yeah.
David, they did that in the 80s. Yes.
I might do this red. I think I'm gonna just do all of this like cyan. I was gonna change the word weather to another color, but we're gonna keep it like this because we're gonna keep it moving today.
You still doing olivine?
Yeah, I already did olivine.
Oh,
And
okay.
now I'm gonna do the bond like olivine and like cyan together. And then even though when I'm doing the ombre, I like to use colors that kind of blend in well. So we're gonna see how this olivine blends in with the light cyan. I should have did candy apple, but it's
I
fine.
think it's gonna be cute. It's gonna blend right on in. That's where it's supposed to be.
And the green and red is still gonna be perfect because I could still have this for Christmas, like the olivine mixed in.
At
Not
this
weird.
point, like Christmas is like tomorrow.
You see when you came on, I was playing my Christmas music.
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready for the Christmas music. I'm ready to hear, the Temptations. I'm ready. I have to get me some leg warmers because as a person of a certain height, it is harder to find jeans really long enough. Like I like my pants to be like dragging. I like my pants to be really, really long.
Mhm.
So even if they come to my ankle, like that's too short for me. I like them long. So when I wear tights or skinny jeans that are right to my ankle, I will put on like boots or wear some leg warmers over it, or it'll be peeking out the top of my boots. I have long boots, boots that come up to my knees, boots that I'm ready for all of that.
You ready?
So I'm definitely gonna go pick up me some leg warmers and put some bling on there. Yes.
Cute. It's gonna be really cute.
I'm cutting it, Crystal Johnson. Crystal asked what I was doing with these fabrics.
What you about to make?
It's a surprise.
Okay, surprise, girl. Uh-uh.
Mm,
A surprise. Where is the surprise? Are you gonna take a picture and show us when you make it? Are you like, no? It's a
Miss
private.
Evelyn, it's a surprise. It's a surprise, surprise. Miss Evelyn said Christmas just at Christmas without the one you love. Just isn't Christmas. I believe she meant just isn't Christmas without the one you love.
Yep. Now I should have did weather in a different color, y'all. I think I should have did weather in coffee,
Oh,
like
that would be cute. Yeah.
like
Pick it up with the transfer tape and brush it in again.
let me do that. And then I'll just do another red yellow. Let me do that. Since you're so
Is
smart.
yellow considered a fall color? Because I like citrine
That's a
or
citrine out.
brass.
I took citrine out. Okay, let's hope I don't get the wrong thing. Hmm. Barely got the right. Almost messed it up. Yeah, but yeah, yellow is a fall color. I was thinking of doing like the yellow and the light cyan. What's another fall color? It's mostly like red and orange.
Orange. I like the burnt orange color. Is it marigold? The color, this candle that you have on here, this yellow color. It's orange. See that orange? You didn't get any orange.
Mhm.
Hyacinth.
I got hyacinth for the pumpkin.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I got it for the pumpkin. Oh, the pumpkin.
David says he wants the big curly hair to come back. I got some big curly hair. It's sitting there on the mannequin head, but I afro. Like I gotta post a picture. Before I locked my hair, I used to wear an afro. It was so pretty.
All right. Time is it? All right, then. So you're almost done. So you can get to bed. You'll be to bed by 11 o'clock, unless somebody go live and you decide to watch.
Because once we get off, I'm putting the phone down. I'm not scrolling. Because usually I get on there and do one last little scroll to see if somebody else. Not tonight.
I don't know what happened. Like last night, I did not sleep at all. Like I was up, and then I started recording. I forgot to record some more today. I was on a day in the life because I went to the grocery store. Like I went to the neighborhood Walmart this morning to get some snacks for my kids because I ran out of snacks right before the hurricane. Girl, those shelves are so empty. It wasn't anything in the store this morning.
Yes. Empty.
But I was able to get the snacks. Huh?
Ours is empty too. And especially water and all that, it's like crazy. But we bought snacks last week, so we still had some left from last hurricane, yeah.
Where's Jesse? Did you see that I missed the red stone?
Where Jesse? Jesse's still here.
Jesse probably like Patrice, you on your own tonight.
David said he had hair down to his waist.
Really?
Wow. If my hair get down to my waist, y'all gonna be sick of me, okay? Because I'm getting there. Ooh.
My poor little hair fell out. All right.
Miss Gail said, "What's with the Aquafina water that is always the last to go during the hurricane?"
It's
Dasani in my area. Listen,
both Dasani and Aquafina. I cannot drink.
Neither can I.
I can't.
I don't know, Miss Gail. Nobody don't like it. The water tastes like tap. It tastes like tap water. I mean, yeah.
Now there's people who really love Dasani. Like I know some people.
Somebody love it. They still making it. Somebody love it. They still in business.
But as for me in my house, we are not gonna drink Dasani or Aquafina. Yeah. All right, these two colors are good though. Light cyan with that coffee underneath.
Yes, that was good to change. Yeah, I like that. Hey, Crafty the Cleo said, yes, Dasani and Aquafina are disgusting.
Hey, Cleo Mary. No. Oh, I did have it. I knew I have this on my lap ready to press. And I had this one on my lap ready to press, and I forgot it was on my lap. And when I stood up, it fell down.
Did it fall? Oh no. So when you cut out the leaves, did you cut 2 leaves out or just one?
2 leaves because it's perfect. Placement is perfect, so I could just put it right. Like that's gonna. Those 2. Well, they're really.
I like Fiji too. Cracker Leo said, "I've been in the bushes, but that brought me out." Oh,
girl. I'm moving stones. I'm pushing them around. Don't want to do that. That means my tape is not taping. And then this one right here is not coming up.
Don't use no old tape.
Girl, I'm using old tape. Telling me not to use old tape is telling me to use old tape. You know that.
I threw away about 15 sheets of old transfer tape that I had just kept putting back in my little stash. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna close my eyes and throw them in the trash. I'm not gonna check them. I know they're old. I've used every one of them at least 6 or 7 times.
So it's time for it to go. Well, at least you had that conversation with yourself. At least you were able to get through to yourself. Cause girl, I can't get through to myself like that. I'd be like, yeah, no, you can still use it.
It's gotta go.
It's fine.
Miss Sharon Davenport says she loved her well water. Yes, I love my well water.
Miss Sharon Davenport.
Thank you, Evelyn. I felt accomplished doing it all the way.
You should have.
Yeah, because I had a lot of sheets. That's why just then when I scraped those off, I had to throw that little piece away because I had been saving it.
I missed the red. I see it.
Oh, who's got? Oh, Miss Barbara said I have great well water living here in the country. I'm not a fan of bottled water.
Cause you got good water.
Yes.
City people, girl. I'm not gonna drink it.
I have well water too, but I don't drink it. We don't have a water softener, so gradually I say the stores were full of the sun and this, and they couldn't give it away.
Poor Dasani. I think I'm missing another dot somewhere, but I'll figure that out later. All right, so Dempsey Boo. So we're gonna
Did you see that thread on? There was a thread or a post on TikTok where people were talking about the Dasani water on the shelves. Oh, it was so funny. I was crying. When I tell you I was crying, the comments were so funny. Oh my God. Then they started talking about Hawaiian Punch, how it doesn't get cold. Like, it really don't get cold, Hawaiian Punch in the big jug.
It doesn't?
It don't. You can put it in the freezer. It won't freeze.
What? So what is it? That's
somebody in the comments was like that Dasani is windshield wiper fluid. They said it was antifreeze in the jug. Man, when I tell you that was the laugh, I was crying. That post was so funny. And then what was so bad, they was actually adding at Dasani, like they was adding the company in the comment.
Those people do not care. They have people who buy the water.
They don't care at all.
They don't care.
That was so funny.
They know that water don't taste good. They know it. Do you think they drink?
Yeah, it will not freeze. Yeah, it don't get cold. Like we were saying, don't get cold in the middle. Like really, you can put ice on it literally, and this is from my experience. It does not get icy cold like it should with ice in it. Girl, that post was so funny. Tiana say, "Is the Dasani still tap water? Might as well be." They just put it in a bottle and make it look good. I like to drink spring water. Fiji is good. I like Fiji.
I don't like purified water. I like spring water.
No, distilled, no. Now I'm starting to drink more alkaline water. You drink the alkaline water?
Yeah.
Yeah, my coworker was telling me she drinks it. I forget what form of cancer she had, but she said the doctor told her she needed to.
Yeah, that's when I started drinking alkaline water when I was going through cancer. Mylene says she still has the Dasani water from the beginning of COVID because that's all the stores had at the time. Girl, that water is expired. Mylene.
Expired. You see that commercial? When boy mama came over his house and started pulling all the food out the refrigerator. It's like expired.
Mylena gotta go.
Oh God.
Oh, I had a red stone in here. So this is what happens with these. Like sometimes you'll get stones caught up in the bristles.
Yes.
That's what happened.
Yeah. That's SS6.
Yeah. These
Okay.
SSs,
Yeah. Woo.
you know, don't get caught in
Dang, it's
there.
so tiny. Mylene said she using on her plants outside. It's in the garage. Okay. Oh boy.
I'm using my diffuser. Like, those poor plants. Almost. All right. All right, got one more part to brush in. I'm gonna have to put in a little bit of the leaf
Yes.
and
Marilyn said, "Did you drink water out of the garden hose when you were a kid?" Yes, Marilyn, we drank water from the garden hose when I was a kid. So when I became an adult, I put away childish things.
Maryland.
Yes, Marilyn, we did. That was the best time though, drinking that hose water.
See, I never got a chance to drink hose water. Now I did get a chance to pretend. Did you ever go outside with the hose, the water hose, and just like run through the sprinklers and then just play with
Yes.
the water? We did that.
Yes. Hot summer days, man, we didn't even know what the inside of the house looked like because we were outside playing from sun up to sundown.
Kids don't do that these days. Not here, at least. There's some places kids.
That's what's wrong with them. They don't eat. Some of them, yes, they don't eat dirt and they don't play in hose water. Because we used to eat dirt and all that stuff back then.
Mud pies?
Even up there. Mud pies, yes, all of it. Mary Lynn said we didn't die. We had fun in the summer. Right? Yeah. Hose water and park water was the best. Yes. Donzel, why you saying the water from the garden hose you drink? Yes, Donzel, that was the best. Let me tell you,
they didn't want to. They didn't want to go inside the house, so you was gonna get you some water from outside. You didn't want to have to go inside the house because your parents might make you stay inside.
It's not that we didn't want to go inside; they weren't letting us go inside because you weren't running in and out the house. You weren't letting the flies in. No, we were staying outside all day. And we used to. My grandmother had a big trash can in the back of her yard. We would put water in it and take turns getting in it and putting the lid on it, and we would be in there acting like we swimming. It's this big old garbage can she had. That was our little swimming pool.
The street lights came on. Not the one to start over. The line is talking about start. We haven't had a start over moment in a long time.
A long time because the line has been on it lately.
Exactly.
We had to start
Come with these shenanigans. But yeah, no, those are the kids.
I know that's right. They don't understand.
They do not understand.
The Johnny Pump. I never heard that term. Tammy the back lady said in New York City we used to drink from the Johnny Pump. That's fire hydrant. That's cool. I never heard that term.
Johnny Pump. Almost done, y'all.
No rush.
This is so fun. I'm so happy you were able to come on with me tonight and hang out.
Thank you, girl. Mylene said the darkest thing all the time you were out playing all day. You didn't have to go to the bathroom. Right. All day long, drinking water and everything. Never had to use the bathroom.
Nobody didn't want to have to go inside. And what if your parents made you come inside? Okay, it's time to come in, or you got to do this. Nobody didn't want to see the house.
We want to be outside because when you come in, you know your parents gonna make you do something.
Mm-hmm.
Just outside having the time of your life.
I'm gonna hand place these on, and then we're done. Just gotta press. I have to see what's on.
And you can press your sock too.
I'm gonna do. We could do the sock another night. Other baby just do. Yeah, we can do it another night. It's all. It's after 10:30.
It's gonna be cute. I can't wait to see the sock when you do it.
I might try to have the template done tomorrow for the bling. So, like, cause I want my socks to be a little bit closer, and then so for those socks, I would probably use the crushed ice, because it's so colorful. I would probably use some cute for that, or even crushed ice AB.
Ooh, crushed ice AB will be cute too.
Yeah.
And that's SS10, that template.
Yeah. That's 10. All right, I'm gonna use arrow thoughts.
How old is Donzel? Oh, Miss Shamika said I thought Donzel was older too. He's my baby's age.
What is Donzel? Donzel your baby? Let me see. Let me get this. All right.
Grandma weighs switches. Oh yeah, I know about them switches. We used to be snitches get switches.
Not the snitches, witches. What? No.
Oh, Donzel 31. Okay. He just had a birthday, so yeah, I think he turned 31. He said, I can't believe y'all thought I was older, shaking my head.
Yeah. All right, let me get. All right, and I just gotta put the green. I'm gonna put Peridot AB for the leaf of the pumpkin.
Girl, that peridot. Ooh, that's gonna be cute.
Peridot. I want to put more green, like peridot or winter green. I should have done winter green, but the leaf will sparkle a little bit. It needs a little bit of a sparkle because the only stone that's really sparkly is the royal crystal. So, well, they're all sparkly, but like with that extra pizzazz.
Yeah.
Y'all, I cannot wait to show this. Okay, we're gonna get ready to start pressing in a minute. All right, little pumpkin is done. Now we're ready to. Oh, this looks good, y'all. Little pumpkin. Oh, I missed a stone. Jesse, you see I'm over here missing stones? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Let me get an orange. Let me get an orange. Did you get an orange?
I know somebody that says instead of saying road, they say road. Road, like
the O-N-A.
They say all the letters in the word road. Yeah.
Okay. I could not stop unhearing orange.
Orange.
Okay, let me put this on my jet hematite because whew. Okay, where's my scissors? Scissors, where are you? I don't see her, but I guess. All right, we're gonna get ready to start pressing though. I'm putting it on a sweater, of course, because it would be crazy if I didn't. I know I had scissors somewhere, y'all. I don't even know what I do. Oh, here they are. All right. Cute. Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. All right. Not get hematitis. You haven't gotten hematitis in a long time. It's been 2 years since you've gotten hematitis.
Get hematitis.
It's been a long time since she's been hematitis.
Mm-hmm. That was her color.
Mm-hmm. I think she just liked the word. Maryland, this is hyacinth, and coffee and pear.ab. And pear.ab.
What if it was a coffee AB?
There might be a coffee AB.
But
coffee is already several different colors. That would probably be super pretty. My one little lonesome stone was stuck. All right, y'all. We ready to press our shirt?
It's gonna be so cute and sparkly.
Yep. All right, I'm just moving these stones out of the way because I don't have time to be trying to put stones up right now. And everything's gonna stay like this just right before the bling box soon. Everything's gonna stay just like this. All right, I'm just gonna pre-press the shirt. I have this I have a sweatshirt that we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna pre-press it. This is a large sweatshirt. And let me move a stone. Let me move them over here. That's too cold for the edge.
Can you put sweater weather on a t-shirt?
Yeah. You can. If you live in South Florida, you certainly can.
Okay.
It does not have to be on a sweatshirt because our reality is different. We only get like 3 cold days out of the year.
3 cold.
About.
Well, as soon as it gets to like 73, I'm wearing my boots and stuff.
Oh, girl, I already took my boots out. I'm ready. I'll wear my boots. Yeah. 70, 75. That's cold for us.
That's cold, right?
So, all right, we're going to get ready to start placing this on here. I'm just straightening this up so it could be easy for me to layer it. One of my stones. So I have a thing like dent where my tape is old, and so the stones will start to shift because they're not on the
tape is old.
Okay, so I'm just gonna place this like this, and then so it's way far down, but that's because I need to make sure that those pumpkins or the pumpkin kind of goes good. So the pumpkin should be about right here. So that gives us like our 3 fingers, okay? So we're gonna move that over just a little bit. We can move it over a little bit more because the pumpkin is in the center. We're good. All right. Oh, this looks cute. All right, so we're just gonna lift this up. And I'm gonna put that down. And I did lint roll this and pre-prep it. We're good. Coming up peoples. More people. Peoples.
Mhm.
So if you don't want to fill it in, you actually don't even have to fill it in if you don't want to. You can just say sweater with the outline. It doesn't have to be filled in. 100% up to you and your preferences and what you like and what you don't like.
I'm gonna do my sweater weather. You know what? I gotta make sure I go download it tonight and cut it out sometime this week.
Mm-hmm. Oh. All right. So now we're gonna get ready to move that.
Sorry, y'all. I forgot I was pressing the damn shirt.
Oh Lord. Pepper on watermelon? Ew. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get ready to start layering the inside. And then let me grab, where's the top part? Oh, is this it? Let me see. Okay, so this is the top part. The coffee on black, it looks so much lighter. Like it looks very light. So this is gonna go at the top. And this is olivine with the royal crystal.
You know, I have one coworker that shares my love of Bling.
Really?
See, I mean, they like the shirts. Everybody like it, but most of them like. She loved Bling. She don't order the shirts, every shirt
She loves
that she
Bling.
see me wear. Well, yeah, she loved rhinestones too.
Huh?
But she wear a lot of like shirts with the embellishments like around the neck or on the
Mm-hmm.
sleeve or on the button area. So she loves rhinestones.
Wait, did Evie see my shoes?
Did she
Evie,
what? Oh no, I don't know.
Evie, did you see my shoes? Okay, we got the top part done. And that's look at olivine, y'all. Olivine.
Ooh.
Olivine don't bling like the way the name sounds. Olivine don't bling like olivine. Olivine does not bling like olivine.
I got olivine because it reminds me of the army green.
Mm-hmm. It really does. I'm kind of glad that I went with olivine for the green that I used with this red because it's not as like Christmassy looking as like a brighter green.
Like winter green.
Yeah, wintergreen. That's more like this is very like olivine is perfect. It's perfect. And I was a little bit worried about how it would mix with this light cyan, but girl,
You
with
like
the
saying,
it looks very fallish.
bro, this candle, oh my goodness, it smells so good.
The one from this month,
Yeah, my autumn.
it does smell good.
It's burning the midnight oil with me. It smells good.
We're almost done. We're almost done.
I like the
It's not
winter.
too much to worry about this tonight.
Huh?
Oh, maybe I can make some pattern, like some pattern type of designs for the socks. Even if we just do like crystal AB, but it could be like a pattern, kind of how we do the key fobs.
That's gonna be cute.
Yo, look at that olivine and light cyan.
Wow.
Yo, that olivine. Y'all have to see this in person. Like it
And
looks.
you know what you can do with the pumpkin and the leaves? You can kind of embellish like the sleeve of the sweatshirt.
You better go with all these ideas. I love it.
You know, put a little pumpkin over here. Put one in the back of the neckline up there in the back. That would be cute having
Yeah.
embellishments with it. Oh, I just scrolled the chat and I saw something about some Miracle Whip. Oh no. Who said? Let me scroll up. Eve, you like Miracle Whip?
Maybe likes Miracle Whip.
A banana sandwich with Miracle Whip. No, I've seen people do that, but I've never had it.
Oh, y'all, this is.
I like bologna. I love me some bologna. I still eat bologna.
You better not say that. Somebody will write a letter like how they wrote Delonda a letter. And it wasn't me that wrote it.
Uh-oh.
Delonda's probably wrote her own letter. Talking about it was me. She probably wrote her own letter.
Tiana said Miracle Whip is great. Mayo is nasty. I like.
What's the difference between the? I don't eat.
I like Duke's. I like Duke's mayo. I never had Miracle Whip, so I don't. I mean, I tasted it once as a kid, and I didn't like it. So I like. Oh my gosh, it's so blingy.
Look at it, and I didn't even use any of like
so
bling-tastic stuff. I used a lot of like the solid colors, and when I tell y'all this looks so pretty, the only color that I used Royal Crystal for the outline, but everything else is just regular olivine, light cyan, coffee, citrine. That's light cyan. And then I did use here. This is hyacinth and coffee. That is peridot AB. That's the only little AB that I use. That little bit.
Oh, okay. So who said smoked chunk bologna? I like Dukes too. Yes, Shamika, it is expensive. Somebody said, okay, sliced bananas with fresh bread and Miracle Whip are great. Yes, Miss Sharon Davenport. Fried with a little black on the edges. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, bologna?
Yes, bologna, honey. I love bologna. Bologna. Bologna and ham. Peanut butter and jelly. Well, I don't want to start talking about peanut butter and jelly, honey, because I love me some extra crunchy peanut butter with strawberry preserves. That's the best.
Love strawberry.
You said y'all making me hungry. Bologna and eggs, yes, Miss Evelyn.
Bologna and who? And eggs?
Bologna and eggs.
Y'all. Yeah,
no. Do you eat eggs, Chris?
Huh?
Do you eat eggs?
Yeah, I'll eat eggs sometimes. I get like sometimes I can eat it, sometimes I can't eat it. It depends. Like it's not every day I can eat eggs. And if I smell chicken,
we used to. No, okay. Mystery meat, I don't eat it. Oh, I used to eat.
All right, y'all. Let me
syrup
that. Our sweat.
That's so cute.
Look at you. Very
cute. It's fall. So blingy.
Very fall.
Wow.
I like it. I wasn't sure how I was gonna like it, but I actually do love it. It's about.
I love that.
And it's about 10.8 inches wide. I'm gonna give it away because I have to make another one on Sunday, so I'll make need one on Sunday. I might use these
That's a
same.
large.
Yeah. And look how
Okay.
this. Look at the light cyan, the hyacinth, and the citrine. Like the colors are very, very vibrant. I
That
like
is blingy.
it is. And this is not like any AB stones or anything.
I
I
wear
love
large too, but the sleeves might be too short, so I do
the
2X.
sleeves.
Just so, yeah, I always get large is what I size I wear, but I would get 2X so the sleeves are longer or extra large.
And then like Jim said, like you know what you could do, even with like the fall leaves, if you want to, you can put some of them on the sleeves. You can even put these leaves, like you can kind of put anywhere on the shirt. Like if you want to add
Yeah,
even leaves around, like maybe on the outside or the bottom or whatever,
that
you
would
can
be
even
cute.
add more leaves to the rest of the shirt. But I'm very
The
surprised. I
llama
like
said bigger.
just why. Wow. These are good. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna give this away. This is a large Gildan sweatshirt. I love it. I
It's
like
really good.
the royal but you know what I might do? Like maybe like the next time I do it, I might put the royal crystal for the square, like
Outline,
the angle outline, and then maybe stick with like coffee for the outline of the
outline
word.
of the word. Mm.
Yeah, I think
Either
that
one be cute.
looks good. All right, we're gonna give it away. Not Delon putting sweater and
Let me show my shirt real quick.
now we're putting sweater. Hold
Let
on,
me show
Dempsey.
my shirt.
Oh, I knew you made 2 shirts. You said you were just making 1 shirt.
I'm sorry, I was waiting. I made a scrunchie too and the headband.
What in the world?
You you was teaching. Oh my god.
I knew it was up to no good. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I said it. Delon was right about you. She's
I'm
right.
still here.
She's
Oh my god.
right about you.
Oh
I
my
didn't
god.
think what you did. Oh, that looks good. I like how that tone on tone, like the ribbon looks tone on tone with the shirt.
Yes. So the support in the outline is Labrador. These are chrome stones. The inside is fuchsia chrome. No, the inside is volcano chrome.
Hmm?
And the ribbon is fuchsia chrome.
Super pretty. I think it's pretty. I love how that tone, like it almost looks like the stones are the same color as the shirt.
Yes.
I
And
love
that's
it.
the fuchsia. The fuchsia chrome is almost just exactly the same color as the shirt. But you can
Well,
still see the ribbon.
that's
It looks
pretty.
good.
Mixed with that volcano chrome. That looks so good.
Yes. So this is scrunchie I made. Got ribbons. And then this is it's a hair turban
Cute. I love
ribbon. And these were made from bandanas.
mm,
Yeah. These are from $1.25 Tree.
I love
So
it. We
thank
should have
you.
made scrunchies and beanies.
We could have. We will next time. And this is the first shirt. This one, I love how Patrice put the coffee with it. Oh, so cute. Coffee, crystal, and rose.
Very pretty. Everything looks amazing, Dempsey Boo.
Thank you.
Eve, I don't know who's worse, you or Eve. I don't know. both of y'all, but that is so nice. Are you gonna do a tutorial for us?
Go. You gonna do? Huh? I do. I
Are
have
you?
a lot. I did it on live, but I
You
can
don't
do
have
a
it with that.
tutorial
You don't have it with that.
with the turban. I did it on live, a tutorial.
No, you don't have it with that fabric.
Oh, with the fabric? No, I don't. I can do it with the fabric though. This turban,
Yeah,
it's cute. What was that? My earring came out.
girl.
It's cute. It's
Okay.
cute.
Okay. You cute.
It
That's
came out cute.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
I
wanted
just
to
want
eat with a rushed in 13 bags, cooked dinner, and with
to.
and
Not
fed
every
baby
grocery shop.
and fed baby Delando.
Oh my god. She
All
said
with
every grocery
microwave water.
shopping. Thank
Cute.
y'all.
Cute.
Oh
We're
my god.
gonna do the giveaway and then we're gonna be done. So this is a large Gildan sweater. The word is going to be, I saw somebody put in sweater. So the word is going to be sweater if you want it. And then the email address to send it to is Patrice, or send, all you have to do is send your address, your name, and your address, and just say you won the sweater, and I will send it to you. Okay, let me present. Somebody already kicked it off with the word sweater. Did you see that, Dempsey Boo? You know who did that. But I love how this came out. I'm gonna have to do one in the same color. I might make me a few. You can always use a different sweater. I was gonna put the word sweater in cursive, but I think I like it like this better. I think.
No, I like it. Yeah, I like it just the way you did it.
Thank you, Dempsey Boo. All right, I'll give everybody a few more minutes, and then we will give this away. Hold it, huh?
I say good luck to everyone.
Yes. I gotta take a picture of it before I don't. I always forget to take pictures when I'm sending it out.
Let me take me a picture, cause girl, you be posting soon as you be having your stuff on point, girl. I be having my stuff in the drafts.
Right, let me. Oh, this sweater looks so cozy. Y'all know Maryland has a cozy
Season?
design.
Yes.
That's what I
Yes, she
feel.
does. I have it on a like a burgundy color shirt. It's so pretty.
Crazy. All right, y'all, we're gonna get ready to go because I'm getting a little bit sleepy. Let's see who's gonna win. I saw Delonda come through. Let's see who's gonna win.
David, yeah.
Congratulations, David.
Congratulations, David.
Send me your email, your name, email, and not email address, and I will send it out to you. Congratulations, David. This is so cute. All right, let me stop sharing. All right, Dempsey Boo. Thank you, Dempsey Boo, for hanging out with me tonight. I really, really appreciate it. I'm so happy you were able to join me on short notice. Oh, you breaking up now, and
Thanks
you
so
broke.
much for this beautiful design. Oh,
Thank you. No, you're fine.
Okay.
You back. Everybody, yeah.
Just kidding.
Oh, not just kidding. Not that's me, David D.
Okay, David.
Thank you, Barb. Thank you, everybody. Y'all, thank you so very much for hanging out with Dims and I. We really appreciate it. Don't forget to check out Dims's channel, Dims Design. Sometimes she goes live. She's going to be putting more tutorials up there, hopefully with that fabric that she got from the Dollar Tree,
Yes.
$1.25 tree. So hopefully, but definitely check her out. Dims also has an Etsy shop, Dims Designs. She can be found there under Dims Designs. Tomorrow we will be doing the Bling, the Craft of Bling box Zoom, and also tomorrow night is so good. We're going to be doing not hoodies. We're going to be doing beanies. All right. So tomorrow night we will be embroidering on some beanies. So I'm pretty sure you don't want to miss that. You never know what's going to happen when we're in the Jana. So I'm ready. I'm excited. And then that's it. And then Sunday, don't forget, I'm going to post the link to the Bling Along. We haven't done a Bling Along since I think February. We did our last Bling Along. So, and then before that, I think we did the embroidery along with the patches. We're going to be doing, I don't know how many, we taking this one Bling Along at a time. Okay.
One at a time.
One Bling Along at a time because I'm already exhausted and we haven't even made it there. So I will list the sweater. We're going to be making the sweater weather design. I will list it on my website tomorrow. And then for anybody who is a YouTube channel member, you guys will have access to it in the community tab tomorrow morning. Okay. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being a part of this crafty community. Remember to be kind to others. Kindness is not overrated. Okay, it's definitely not overrated and it is needed. Just think of all the stuff that has happened within the past 2 to 3 weeks. You don't know what people are going through, you don't know why people are frustrated. Don't take it personal. Or the Monica. Don't take it personal. Okay, because you just never know. Sometimes people do things and they don't even know that their attitude or their behavior is affecting you. They don't know, so don't let it affect you. Let their attitude just affect them. And when they need a kind word or some motivation or anything, you just be that person. You be the light. All right. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all the rest of this weekend. Then you got something to say? Nothing but.
I want to say happy anniversary to Eve. She dropped it in the chat. She said it's her anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Evie and Mr. McQuackins. No.
And Delonda wants you to say something about the Bling box.
Wait.
I can't with this game.
I gotta. You can't even make this up because what does she want me to do? You cannot even make this up because. We need to ring the bell for Edie's anniversary. I still heard my bell. All right, what did Delonda want me to say?
She said, "Talk about the Bling box."
The
Bling box.
So the Crafted Bling box, we're going to be having the Zoom tomorrow. For anybody who is an extreme Crafted Bling boxer, and the Bling box comes in two versions, either the basic box where you get the template and you also get like the bling and you get your stones and you get your brush and stuff like that. The extreme comes with the same things, the template, the brush, the shirts, or whatever we're going to be making at that time. And then it also comes with some other things, really just to satisfy your senses, like your eyes, your sense of smell, sound, taste, all of that. So that is the Crafted Bling box. And I'm very, very blessed and just thankful for everybody who has been a part of it. We're almost at a year. February will be a year, and I can't believe that it's still going. I gotta admit, there are times where I don't even want to do it, and not that I don't want to do it, like it's just sometimes a lot. And Terrell always pushes me to keep going, that it's okay. And so he has taken on a lot of some of the responsibilities. The only thing he can't touch are the extreme boxes. I usually have to kind of oversee that, but everything else he kind of helps out with. So yeah, but it's absolute fun. I love our Zooms on Saturdays, and I'm excited to see everybody tomorrow. So if you're an extreme blinger, don't forget to come. Terrell should have already sent a link with the link to the Zoom. And oh, I do have some of the templates, some of the support squad templates, and I'm gonna post those in the morning too, because a lot of people have been asking for it. And so I will sell the template, not the digital file, but the actual cutout template, because I went overboard cutting. I went overboard. So I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for the support. And until tomorrow, y'all. Later.